welcome to the Girls in the Yarn Cafe. I'm Trysten.
And I am Christy.
And I'm Christy's daughter.
And I am Tristan's mom.
For all of you that did not know that we are actually related.
Yeah. Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day, everyone.
It is Saturday, April 22nd, which is apparently Earth Day, which is cool.
Were you looking up the date and then found that?
No. Oh, I don't remember how I first saw it, but then I did look up the date. I think I got an email that said something about Earth Day. But anyway, this is our 16th cup? 15th cup.
15th cup.
This is our 15th. Are you sure about that?
I don't know. It might be 16th.
15th cup. Welcome to our 15th cup.
Yep.
We are coming to you from the beautiful city of Heber, Utah. And I live in Heber, and Trysten...
I live over in Orem in Utah Valley.
So I'm up in the mountains.
And I'm in the valley.
And it's a beautiful day out there today.
It really is, actually. Driving up here, it was just super nice going through the canyon.
It was really nice last weekend, and then it got cold again. It was snowing up in the mountains.
It wasn't snowing by me, though. It was just super rainy. And for all you that know, that is my knit weather.
It's
that
awesome.
Is my kind of weather.
It was beautiful. We like rain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from California, but lived in Washington State for a little bit.
In Oregon.
I posted a picture of me on Instagram. For those of you who didn't see it, my daughter, my youngest, went to Washington State with her dad. I lived in Battleground, Washington for about 7 or 8 years. Got there right before Mount St. Helens blew. I moved there in 1979, but there's a little place called Rocky's Pizza that sponsored my soccer team in the 3rd grade. Well, she went to Rocky's Pizza, and the picture of the soccer team is still up. But creepy. Everybody's face is scratched off of the picture except for like 4 people, and I'm one of the ones that is still alive.
Maybe you did not. Wait, is it that are still alive?
No.
Oh my god!
Well, wouldn't that be... I told Vaughn, I go, we got to figure out what these other people have done so that I don't do it.
What did they do to the pizza parlor?
Well, one of them is my mom's face is scratched off.
I'm kidding.
And Marche said, no, Mom, I think you guys, we were, I think, the first soccer team that they sponsored, and they have like glass or plexiglass above all the pictures, and ours is at the bottom, and the glass isn't covering it. She goes, it's right at the level of little kids. So she said, I think probably some little
kids just think that you're cool.
I should send them. I have that picture in one of my photo albums. I should send that to Rocky's
and say, really cool.
And get it laminated and say, here's
here's
a replacement, because I feel bad that everybody's faces are scratched off.
Except for yours, right?
Except for mine. But my mom's is. It was really creepy. At first she sent it to me. I'm like, oh, look, there's my soccer team. I'm like,
wait.
What the heck? Everybody's faces are gone.
It's like the opening scene in a horror movie or something like that.
So welcome. We're glad you tuned in. To all of you that if this is your first time, we are mother-daughter knitters, dyers. We have our own dyeing companies. Separate dyeing companies. And we're glad you tuned in. We know there's lots of choices out there, and we're glad you stumbled upon us.
Thanks for coming by. So I'm the dyer behind Dragonhoardyarn. You can find me on Fingers of Fury on Etsy, dragonhoardyarn on Instagram, dragon_hoard_yarn on Instagram, and then I'm dragonhoardyarn on Ravelry.
And I am yarncafecreations on Etsy and yarn_cafe_creations on Instagram. Look how good I did that.
He did really good.
Not even a pause. And on Ravelry, Yarn Cafe Creations, and then we have a Ravelry group for the podcast called The Girls in the Yarn Cafe. So if you haven't joined that, make sure you go on and join the group. We do prize drawings from there, and we are going to start checking to see if you're actually a member of the group before we give you a prize.
Yeah.
If you win the drawing. So make sure you join. It's becoming more active. We've had a lot more posts.
Oh my gosh.
We've had a lot more posts because I'm duplicating our threads, apparently. Putting up more than one.
What the crap? And then, it was for our Shorties and Shoebox that we'll talk about later. And I noticed it one day. I'm just like,
I'm
so confused. And then 2 days later, someone on there is just like, I'm confused too.
Yeah, I said, So I locked one of the threads, the thread that only had, I think, 4 posts on it.
But we're still going to put those in the other one so that we can do drawings.
Yeah.
It'd be like honorable mention, blah.
We'll just add 4 numbers.
Yeah.
And then we'll number them. Anyway, so welcome to all of you who have been here before. Welcome back. We're glad you are still watching us.
Hey,
and thanks for your support.
We
are so happy that you guys are supportive. We get lots of great messages on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, on our YouTube channel and then on Instagram. I feel like I've just been so blessed recently because everyone's been reaching out and talking to us so much. And
yes,
it's been overwhelming, but in such a great way.
And we've made some changes to our shops lately, and we've had nothing but wonderful support from people, which is so cool. So thank you for that. Thanks for doing that. And anyway, we should jump into maybe what we're wearing.
What are you wearing?
What am I wearing? This lovely thing.
That thing?
This pattern is a beautiful pattern. It's by Hedgerow Designs. Is it Hedgerow Designs? Mm-hmm. And and it's called the Simple Shawl, and it was simple. I remember I made 2 of them. It was the very first shawl I ever made, and it's a triangle shawl, and it's beautiful and it's easy.
I really love triangle shawls, but a lot of people like the stock. Wait, is this stockinette? This is the other one.
Garter? No,
yes.
Yeah, the garter stitch.
I really like garter stitch. A lot of people, it's either hit or miss. I feel like we're playing 2 different teams here. It's either stockinette or garter stitch.
If you don't like to purl, you'll like the garter.
Yeah.
If you some people don't like either if there's large sections of it.
Yeah.
So if they like it broken
And I can understand that because that can get a little monotonous.
It can, but this, I have to say, for me, being my first shawl, it was nice to just have a lot of garter because I'm trying to get the shape right and everything.
And I really like how the tassels hang down like that. Because I know that you like to tie yours. And
it's kind of curved a little, and it just turned out really beautiful. So the colorways I used were duckling, aka something else that I accidentally named it once upon a time, and then just chocolate, and it was in my Highland wool, 80% Highland wool, 20% polyamide that I don't have in the shop anymore in its fingering weight.
Oh.
I don't have it in the shop anymore. It wasn't a big seller, so I took it out of the shop. Yep, it's
I love how that continues.
It's
so
not
pretty.
Yeah, it's very sturdy. It's a 2-ply higher twist. That was my phone, sorry.
That was terrifying.
Gosh, it's like totally vibrated over here. I'm gonna move it somewhere safe over there. So yeah, what are you wearing?
I am wearing my second Changing Staircases shawl, and it is not blocked, so it doesn't have the full effect yet because these are supposed to be.
It's such a pretty design.
Thank you.
I've been looking on the thread and on Instagram at people that have made them.
I've been making it like crazy.
They're beautiful. Did you all know that when Trysten released this pattern, it was on the top, was it the top, most,
it's what's hot right now.
The what's hot list on Ravelry, which was super cool. Yeah. Somebody asked today how many inches it is, and they said they like 20 inches deep, and I would say it's probably not 20 inches. I would say it's probably closer to about
15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's my guess.
Yeah. But this isn't blocked.
Right, blocked it might be. It might be real close to that.
I think it is because it goes down to about right
here. Could somebody just extend it and keep going with the design before they cast it off?
Yeah.
So if you
this
want
is just one skein. If you wanted to do 2 skeins, keep going.
Go for it. Make it as big as you want. It'll be longer.
The pattern is very easy, and so if you wanted to keep going, it's not going to be hard for you to be able to keep going at all.
It's a beautiful design. I'm going to make one in, where's my, it's balancing my chocolate, which is balancing my phone.
And your phone.
It's just my bow.
It's just my bow.
I'm going to make that because I'm really into orange right now. We were talking about that. I don't know if it's because of spring. But like,
orange isn't a spring color necessarily.
Well, the warm oranges, no. But like the bright, vibrant, like the one you showed me, that's a vibrant orange.
But still, like, that's not known to be a summer color.
It's known to be more of a warm color.
Yeah.
Like a warm.
Or a don't cross this line.
Yeah,
like
it's
bright orange.
But you know what? It's like orange is the new black. See what I did?
I see what you did there.
That was good. Yeah. Anyway.
But, so that's what I'm wearing right now, and it is on mint chocolate chip yarn by Peggy Jane Fibers, who is super hot right now. And I just love her yarn anyways. It's pretty. It's a fingering weight.
So many beautiful dyers.
There's so many dyers right now, and I love it because it's perfect because there's room for everyone.
There is, because it's kind of like saying you can only have one oil painter in the world. No. Use your creativity, you guys.
Paint with your fingers. Paint with your elbows.
Paint with whatever.
Dye with whatever colors you want.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. I would have never put these colors together, but I just love how it turned out. And it makes the shawl, because I've been wanting something to wear with this. Because as you know, this is my favorite outfit.
It is.
And so I really wanted to have something that would go kind of fun with it, but not be my bright, vibrant one that I
You know, I was watching
before.
Kristen on Yarngasm. I was watching her latest episode, and she's making the snow melt shawl out of colors.
Oh, that would match
these colors. Oh,
that would match
and she said that if she could because it was a mystery cowl, if she'd have known the pattern, she would have changed it to darker colors. But the colors she chose
I think it's gorgeous.
They're like very antique-y,
and
dusty, like dusty mauve and creams, and then like a darker burgundy. Oh my gosh, Kristen, it's beautiful.
It's so.
I'm going to talk to you like you watched this. Hey, Kristen. We're like really good friends in my mind.
In your head.
Because I watch her every week, so I know her,
right?
I know her really well.
That's what's so fun about podcasts is like you watch them for so long, you think you know them, but the podcaster doesn't know you.
You know how that sounds so creepy.
It's so funny though in a way.
It
like,
is.
Like
it's
I
true.
watch Nathan from Sockmatician, or I watch KT from Inside Number 23, and I'm like, and like I was able to get a hold of her finally for unrelated things, and. Like, I feel like I know her, but I know from her end, it's just like, oh, who's this random person talking
weirdo
to me?
I know. By the way,
I don't know. It's so interesting.
I was going to do a real quick review of brew.
Me too.
Because you've got water.
It's really good.
We usually make tea. This morning,
my throat just hurts, so I just need some water
Tristan's
to hydrate.
getting well from being not well.
Yeah,
Our office has been hit the last couple of weeks. I have 3 employees that work for me. Tristan's one of them. And it started with Sherry was sick, and then Alexis got really sick.
Yeah, for like 2 weeks.
And then Katie, who's not in my department, but she works in our building, she got really sick. And then you got sick, and I'm like, I had like
You're
one.
next.
I had one day where my stomach didn't feel well, and I went home early. But that's all. So I'm hoping for the best. Yeah. But I want to review a beer brew, something that I've never reviewed because I took it for granted. I drink it every day.
Yeah.
I love Starbucks Veranda roast.
It's a good blend.
It's their blonde roast. I like the Veranda and the Willow. And they are a lighter bodied, light to medium. I'm not really big on dark bodied or heavy full
really?
Bodies. Like the French roasts are too. Remember was it you that was with me that when I went and got that coffee and all they had was the French roast? And I was like, oh, it was Marche, I think. I went and got a coffee and all that, and then right after that we went to a play, and I remember I drank a little bit of the coffee, and I was like, this is just gross. And we were sitting in the play getting ready to start, and I turned to her and I said something. She's like, oh, here, Mom. She gave me a mint. I'm like, it's the coffee. That coffee was so strong. Oh, it was awful. But so anyway, the Veranda blend, I buy the whole bean coffee, and then I have a fancy grinder. It's called the Magic Bullet.
I need
to get a real coffee grinder. Bless Vaughn's heart.
Hey, he tried.
He tried
to save you money and to get you your Christmas present.
Well, but you know what? I didn't know any better either because I've never bought full or whole bean. And the Magic Bullet is a little food processor thing. But when you're grinding coffee, you have to grind it to whatever you're using. So if you're using a drip maker, you don't want it to be fine because then you end up with more coffee in your tablespoon. Yeah. And it's more strong. So you want to have for cappuccino or for like if you have a espresso maker. Anyway, there was a guy at Starbucks that he totally schooled me on it. Yeah. I was really embarrassed because he's like, do you want me to grind this for you? And I said, oh, I've got a grinder. And he's like, oh my gosh, which one do you have? I've been totally looking for one. I said, it's just the Magic Bullet. He's like, oh. Well, yeah. And I'm like, is that bad? He goes, well, does it like tell you if it's a French roast or if it's for... And I said, no, it's just you turn it on and it grinds it. He goes, yeah, I'm looking for something that I can do like French roast or for a French press or for named off like 5 different coffee makers. I'm like, okay, yeah, I am a loser.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Sorry. Anyway, that's my review of brew. I give it of course, a 5-star.
Of course.
And I put French vanilla creamer in it.
I would have to give this a 5-star too.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Good for you. Anyway, let's move on to our admin kind of section.
Brews.
We'll talk about some exclusive brews that we've got going on. We've got a lot going on in our exclusive brews.
We really do.
Yeah, so the first one.
Yeah, so we have 1 week left, it looks like, for 1 week, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
For the Speckled Dragon Eggs Cal. And I have been horrible. And I've not cast it on yet.
What? You haven't made it yet?
Mm-mm. I feel so bad because I've been so overwhelmed with so many things, so I haven't been able to. But I'm planning, like, I have the colors picked out. I'm planning on doing it this week.
Do you have the yarn left?
Yeah, I did me some.
Good.
And I'm going to be doing it in the Debbie colorway, which is just the white with speckles with the bright blue accent.
Totally Debbie's colors.
I think I'm going to make 2 sets of them, though, and see if I can make one of them a Shorties, so I can enter it into our cal.
You can't enter, but you can post on the chatter thread.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I want people to see how cool I am, too.
You are cool.
But, so that has 1 week left, and there's not a lot of people that have actually put it into the threads. So I have a chatter thread and an FO thread, and I'm going to be drawing something pretty nice for it. So
I'm adding something to our agenda. Pardon me.
Oh, yes.
We need to talk about that, too.
Okay. So
Yay.
Make sure if you've been making them that you post in the chatter thread, you post in the FO thread, because I'm probably going to be dipping from both of them for a prize.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And there's not that many people, so...
Gosh, you guys.
Someone who's been posted in there for a while is probably going to win it.
Now, does anybody else have anything on Ravelry that they're... How am I trying to say? Any other podcasters have any threads open for Speckled?
I believe Amy does.
Okay, for the Periscoping Sisters?
Periscoping Sisters, okay. Inked Indigo on Ravelry.
Indigo, I think it's...
Oh, Indigo Amy on Ravelry.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I get so confused.
I know.
I get confused with my own... I get my own names
I know,
mixed
right?
up.
Your one name. So, go ahead and double dip. But we have just
cross-eyed?
a little bit. But we have 1 more week left of that, and so it's going to be... Someone's going to be winning something great. It's going to be...
There's some cute pictures on there.
I know.
I love that.
Them.
I
love how some people like redid their pictures and they put them wearing them. I'm like, good job.
I know, and I wish I'd have written down the name of the lady that wrote. It's a good thing I got my... What was it? It's like she got a free employee gift or something it was one of the selfie sticks, so that she could take a picture of her feet because she...
Made me so happy.
Yeah. So I'm so excited.
So yeah, just 1 week left. So make sure you post in there because I'm going to be giving an exclusive yarn away for the FO thread. And probably an amazing pattern that was donated to me for the chatter thread.
Good.
So keep looking for that. And then also, everyone, our changing staircases knit along started
yesterday.
night.
Yeah.
The
21st.
Yesterday.
There's already people posting.
Oh my gosh. You guys have been so amazing with tagging me in them because I really want to see them. But I'm loving what I'm seeing. I really feel a little bad for those who aren't using our yarn or Bad Wolf Girl yarn, though.
That's okay. They're still... I love seeing them on Instagram.
I love their choices. And
they have time to make another one.
Yeah, I'm probably going to make 2. I have 2 lined up, and I did not put a limit. So you guys can make as many as you want. Yeah. I'll be making my 3rd one, and I know Alicia and Laura from Knit for Brains, they're, on their 2nd and 3rd ones, and... It's a fun knit.
But you know what? Easy. The people that are posting on Instagram, like that beautiful one that we saw, she wouldn't be able to be in it anyway because it just started yesterday. So you have to cast on
21st.
As of yesterday. So if you've got it already made, that one doesn't count. Because we're strict. We're hard asses. You got to get it right.
But I'm so excited. And just to let you guys know, it is a Harry Potter knit along because it's inspired by the changing staircases of the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I always love that magic, how it's really just even embedded in the stone. And so I wanted to do something that kind of had that feel of the school as well. And so this worked perfectly. I think it was one of my followers that suggested the name. And I love it.
It's a cool name. I like it.
I'll show you what yarn I'm using as soon as I open my I Wonder What's in This. Because I'm not going to be using my yarn. I'm going to be using Meg's.
For your next one?
Mm-hmm. For my one that I'm going to be knitting along with everyone else. So I'm super excited. I think she's going to use one of mine, so I'm going to use one of hers.
Cool. That's awesome.
It's going to be great.
So that's the Changing Staircases shawl.
And it goes through the end of May. So May 31st. Make as many as you want. And post on the chatter and the FO thread. I don't think there's any FOs yet. Because that would be remarkable or cheating. And so... we got some cool prizes coming for that. I showed them last week. I actually don't have them with me. So if you want to see what the prizes was, just look back.
And also, just so you know, for our podcast, it's best if you have a notebook with you while you watch it. Because we just don't post stuff down in the down bar, and we don't do We don't do notes because it's just a lot of work. And I know other podcasters do, and I'm glad that they do, and I love that. But I mean, we work so much and dyeing yarn, and so I try to put everything on the screen when I'm not messing up on iMovie. Holy cow, my last week, if you watch our credits, there's like, it just says title here, and then it has all that. I filled them in, but for some reason it didn't carry over. So apologies.
Totally.
So we will try to post the names of yarns and designers and everything on the screen. We won't post dates, so you'll have to write down the dates. And also, I feel like I want to do that because I want to be fair to those of you who watch the podcast. And it's too easy for people just to go to a podcast, pull the down bar down, look at all the cows and dates, and not watch the podcast. And then they can join all the stuff that you guys are joining without actually participating in watching the podcast. And that's why we do this. We want to entertain you. We want to engage you. I wish we could actually see all of you.
Entertain you.
Yeah. So anyway, we just make sure you're writing down the dates. And we will put that information in the Ravelry group.
Yes.
Yes. So the next admin thing that we wanted to talk about was our Shorties in a Shoebox Cal, which started 2 weeks ago, our last podcast, and we've already gotten so many people. These are quick knits, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Quick knits. I've already made a couple pair I'll show during our finished objects. So the Shorties in a Shoebox Cal is any shorty socks that are 2 inches above the ankle or shorter. No higher than 2 inches. You had to have started them as of April 9th. And I hope we just use the honor system.
Yeah.
And we have a chatter thread or 2.
I think you did 2 FO threads, actually.
I think
We
did.
fixed it.
We fixed it. So now there's a chatter thread and a finished objects thread. And there's so many.
And then we're going to do a finished objects for each month as well, right? Or
no,
is that how you're doing it right now?
I just look at the date of the end of the month for the last person. So then on the next month, I just start at that number and go, and that's where I do the drawing
that's
from.
So smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way we can keep it going all year long. This one, we do a drawing every month. So you just had to have cast on by April 9th. And then
April 9th.
I know, I just
That's
thought
so great.
April 9 design. Anyway.
It was totally inspired by her.
I know, that's her daughter's name, right? April?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
April
Charlotte.
9th.
Isn't
No,
it
I thought April 9th was her daughter's birthday.
Oh, maybe. And her name's Charlotte, isn't it?
Charlotte, yeah.
So, so if you started a pair on April 9th, but you didn't finish it by the end of April, that's fine. Put it in on the May one.
Yeah.
You can be part of the May drawing. So, anyway, and make as many as you want. If you make 5 a month, post them all. We don't care. Whatever.
Yeah. More socks for you.
Right.
If you don't win, you still get socks out of it.
Yeah. I mean, and it's fine. And I don't think we made it. It doesn't have to be our yarn.
No, it doesn't have to be our yarn. Anyone's yarn.
Mm-hmm.
It does have to be for adults, though. No kid socks.
Yeah.
That's like done.
Yeah. Yeah. And so
or dog socks.
No dog socks or cats. Vaughn would
Or
say,
anything
what about
else
the
you can
kitties?
think of.
No animals. Someone did ask me about the kids one, and I said, maybe we'll do a kids-only knit-along at some point.
I think that'd be fun.
Maybe closer to fall, we'll do some kind of a kids-only knit-along. Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be so
Anyway.
cute. Aiden would get 2 things from us, at least.
At least. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going on right now, and it's ongoing, and we love seeing all your stuff. Thanks for everybody who's participating. Love it.
I'm making a bunch right now.
I am too.
I'm so
I'm so addicted to them, and mine are just vanilla.
Yeah.
You can do whatever. You can do a pattern. You can do vanilla, whatever. It doesn't matter.
I have someone on Instagram. I have to figure out who it is. But they're making this beautiful pair that I would totally just change into shorties.
Oh, and the one rule, speaking of that, is you can't double dip into Kristen's shoebox. What does she call it? She calls it the box of socks.
Yeah.
So, because I think all of hers have to be regular size. And so, no double dipping in that one.
So, if you make hers, you're going to have all that yarn left over.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's a really good stash buster.
It really is, especially if you made the Find Your Fade shawl. I've been using my leftover.
So much yarn left over, yeah.
I've been using mine for that, and I love it.
This thing.
My Find Your Fade, which is right behind me.
You need to bring this to work.
I just want to touch it all the time.
I know, right?
I mean, even
especially the cashmere section.
I mean, it's on the back of my chair, and I can still wrap it around me. It's just, I haven't even blocked it. I need to block it. The reason is
how
I'm gonna do it. You can just do it on a rug, just vacuum your rug. Even though I have hardwood floors, I'll figure it out. But we're remodeling, so there's stuff everywhere in my house right now. Boxes of sink and Vaughn's building our awesome staircase railing, which is gonna be cool. So anyway, that is and you hashtag it on Instagram as hashtag #SSCal. Shortie?
Should we do 2017? Because we're going to be doing another one next year, probably.
Yeah, sure.
SSKAL 2017?
Or SSCal, whatever you remember to do. Yeah, we'll firm it up. SSCal 2017 would be good. That way next year, yeah, you're right. It's probably good. We haven't been doing that. No. But yeah, start doing that. Okay. And the next admin thing, another exclusive brew. Oh. Yep, that's you.
Yes, that's me. Okay, so I did another collaboration. But it is with Mr. Indigo's Bags, who is Amy's husband, from Periscoping Sisters.
Yes. So Ronnie is the guy behind it. Ronnie is Amy's husband, and it was his idea to do these bags. And so he and Amy put their heads together and started doing these bags and putting them in an Etsy shop. And then you guys decided to do a collaboration. Okay,
so here's the bag.
You guys actually picked out the yarn
together. We picked out the fabric together when she was out here. When they both were out here. Mm-hmm. And so here's the bag pattern.
Foxy!
It's got a tail, like T-A-I-L, of two foxes.
So cute.
And I love...
It's a fold-down bag, which is so cool.
Fold-down bag, but it has magnetic closures.
What?
I didn't even plan that. That was cool.
That was, like, so awesome.
That was, like, legit planned.
Yeah.
And then I dyed yarn for it, which is what I gave you all a glimpse of last week.
It's so pretty.
So it's semi-striping. A lot of them are. I tried my best, but it's really hard.
Micro-striping, kind of.
Maybe micro-striping. But it has a bunch of those little turquoise speckles in it, which is going to be fun because it's reverse of that.
And she's got two different bags. One's got the teal and one's got more of a light blue.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So and there's not very many, you guys, so hurry because they're going to be sold out.
There's not very many. She just posted them, and they're probably going to be sold out throughout this weekend. So just go take a look. But the yarn is on my Dragon Scales base, so it's a high twist, and I'm not going to put any of these in my shop. So this is exclusively for this collaboration. So you will get the bag and the yarn to go with it.
You know, I just thought of something.
What's up?
With these kinds of bags, some people don't like the deeper bags. This is probably a 4-skein bag. It's big.
Probably.
But I think some people have said they don't like the taller bags because they have to reach down so far in it. But I don't know if they realize that they're fold over. These are fold over bags so that it actually can sit and all your stuff's right there. And then when you're done, you can stuff your project in and then unfold it and close it up.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
I think it's great.
I love those colors together.
Yeah, so they only have a couple left on their shop. So go and check out Mr. Indigo's Bags.
On Etsy.
On Etsy.
And he does have an Instagram, but I don't know what it is.
I think it's Mr. Indigo's Bags, actually.
Is it? Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
So go check him out. I know he's had bags on there. They sold out really, really quickly. I don't think a lot of people are doing the magnetic closures. And so if you want to try it and see it, I never knew if I was going to like it or not. So it's very cool having the actual product in front of me where I can play with it and move it around, fold it down, see what I like with it. So I would suggest going and trying them out.
I like the either snaps. I haven't used the magnetic, and I like drawstring. The zippers I love too. I just find depending on the size yarn,
you have that fear.
There's that fear, especially with fingering weight. That if you zip it in there, it's going to be gone
forever.
I got
a bulky stuck in there once.
Oh, you did?
It would not come out. I had to cut it.
Oh my gosh!
I had to cut it and it.
So a bag like this that was tall, if it had a zipper, that would be awesome. That'd be fine with me. But when you get the ones that are shorter and you're stuffing you're like,
oh, terrifying.
Trying not to, yeah. And even
terrifying.
when you close it, if you know you didn't catch it, when you open it, that yarn could have popped right up in there
and
be like waiting for the zipper.
I pushed it down, closed it, but then life happened to that.
It's like the yarn sitting there looking up, waiting to jump out like a can of those peanuts.
I just want to be knit. I just want to be knit.
Yes, please help. And then it gets itself tangled, and then it's like if you would have just been patient, yarn, you wouldn't have gotten hurt.
Like a teenager.
Sorry, you've learned.
Instant gratification.
So that is the Tale of Two Foxes.
So as soon as they're gone, they're gone.
And they're just in Amy's.
No, they're in Mr. Indigo's bag.
Right. Etsy. So it's just in that shop. It's not in Trysten's. Nope.
So if you look at me, you have gone wrong.
And the last exclusive brew that I want to talk about is the Pearled Petals cowl by Haley Overseth, and the pattern is now on Ravelry, and it's look up Haley Haleigh Overseth. I'll put it on the screen, and it's the Pearled Petals. Now this is a worsted. It's a worsted design, but you can use any weight of yarn. You can use DK. You can even use fingering. You just make it taller.
I think that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to make it fingering weight, but I'm going to make it because it's about this wide, right?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to make it about this wide.
And then it would scrunch down, and it's got a design that she's put in it. I love the design on it. It's beautiful.
She's so incredible with figuring all that out.
I know.
Me, I'm like, oh yeah, we'll put this here and see if it works. Oh, we'll just you have an extra stitch here. Just pretend it works. Right. She's incredible with it. I'm really impressed with her design.
These designers, I swear, there's so many talented designers.
I know.
But and if you wanted to make the Pearled Petals, we do have a thread on our Ravelry group for works in progress. Any yarn, it doesn't have to be my yarn or Trysten's yarn. But this might be a good one that if you don't want to make it right now, get the pattern, and it would be a great Christmas present one, because if you want to do the worsted and you want to make a quick, easy knit for a family member or a friend, this would be perfect for it. It would be beautiful.
I think that's something that I'll probably end up doing too. But I really think I'm going to make one in a fingering weight for now.
I might do that too.
I just love that scrunch around the neck.
It's kind of like Joji Locatelli's 3-color cashmere cowl. Have you seen that?
Okay, yeah,
it's really tall, but when you wear it, it scrunches down and it just sits really nice on your neck.
But then also, I like the regular cowls too. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with it because that pattern is just too beautiful to pass up.
Yeah, and where it's coming into spring and summer, you might not want the heavy worsted right now, but make it with fingering weight and see how it turns out. And then for winter, make another one in the worsted.
I'm pretty sure that one's going to be on my needles.
Or bulky.
Many times. Oh my gosh.
I bet bulky would be so pretty too. Haley, bulky would be awesome.
Anyways. And I have so many bulky that aren't selling that I can just take for my shop and use.
So that's going to be, that thread will be up until the end of May. But yeah, check out her shop. She's got a couple patterns in there now. She's got the My Lucky Shawl, which I started. I was one of the failure test knitters.
I haven't started it yet.
I love it. It was so much fun. It's
so beautiful, but I think I need to dye color specifically for it that kind of almost fade a little bit. I don't want high contrasting.
Yeah, because it's sectioned, so you kind of have to...
Yeah, I don't want it super high contrasting unless it's like 2 neutrals and then 1 super contrasting.
Yeah, hers weren't super bright. I picked super bright colors.
Yeah, you did.
Really bright. But I'm still working on that. I just haven't worked on it lately. Well, the Find Your Fade shawl kind of took over my life because I wanted to get it done.
Yeah.
And so now I'm working on some other little things because that was kind of a big knit. But I love it. It's so awesome. But that's it for the admin section in our exclusive brews. So we're going to move on to what we're sipping on.
Okay.
The things that we've been working on.
So this is mine.
What?
I know.
You're doing so good on it.
I had to start over because I lost count.
That's okay because you'll whip it right back out.
I know,
really
right?
Fast.
I'll whip it?
Whip it.
I'll
good.
whip it out.
Wait, you do the 9-inch circulars, right? Okay.
So this little cute thing that's been saving my life, I need more.
Give me a crown.
Give me a crown.
Awesome.
Love them.
Love it.
Love them. So I am using it's just my bull colorway, which I love, and it's on my dragon scales base, which is super
and that's what
squishy.
I'm going to use for my changing staircases shawl.
And this is as far as I've gotten.
What?
I'm making room for the hill right now. So those of you who don't use 9-inch circulars, like this may look crazy weird, but For those who do, you know what I'm doing. But so I separate it.
I love that colorway.
I do too. But I separate it a little bit how you do on the 2 different needles. But I just use this because it's super easy and it won't fall off as much. And now I'm working on the heel flap.
Heel flap and gusset. Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny because the shorties that we've been working on, I don't know about you guys, but every once in a while, a project will come along where I'm like, I can't wait to work on that. Like, I want to work out, like, I want to get it out at stoplights and work on it and then put it away.
I've done that at drive-thrus.
I have done it at drive-thrus too. Yeah. If I'm waiting, or if I'm waiting especially for somebody in my car. Yeah, Panda was a little bit long. So that's yours, and I have... Well, mine's kind of a halfway done.
Oh, let me finish talking about this. Sorry. So these are all my Tiagus that I got at Vogue Knitting Live.
Love Tiagus.
And I actually cast on a size 2.
Oh, you did? Because you usually do double or quadruple zeros or something.
So I cast on a size 2, and then I just cast on 56 stitches.
Oh. Now, is this the first one you're doing with the size 2s?
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes.
Because I cast on the ones I showed last week with a size 2, and I usually use a size 2. Mm-hmm. Mine were too big.
Yeah, I really like tight fit. I think it's more of like the security blanket, like the psychology behind like feeling safe is that I need my socks really tight on
I know,
me.
But you're using a 2
I know, but it
That'll
doesn't
make them bigger, right?
So it was my only needle I had, and I wanted to cast on because I don't know where my
I've done that before
went.
too.
I don't know where my needles went.
I'll be like, oh, the other needle I need is upstairs. I'll just use these.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we do for convenience.
I know. Well, I'm doing mine on 3 double points, 4 double points, but mine this is my Donna colorway, and I am using the I can't say that. Tiagu, and I don't know if they're bamboo or let's look.
I think my
premium bamboo.
Yay!
Bamboo. Now I love these. I also love their.
Broke one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm a tighter knitter, so my needles tend to bend, like they bow a little bit as I'm using them. But I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Care.
So you did break one?
I broke my first needle
as you were trying to knit, like you.
No, it was in my bag, which is also this is my Molly Klein design bags.
Woohoo!
By the way. Let you know. But yeah, I put it in my bag, and then when I went to get it out again, and what I do with my yarn bags is, and it's awful, I just go like that. So I broke
Such
it.
Disrespect. Such disrespect.
I love the bag though.
Yeah, the bag is cute, and it's a zip one, but it's so big.
But it's taller, so yeah. I always fold mine down. Plus, I love the inside prints,
so pretty.
And I want to see them. So,
and it's so cute.
I interrupted you.
Yeah,
I totally did.
It's okay, you're forgiven. So this is Donna colorway. I just cast on 52 because my first one I cast on 60, then I took it apart. Then I did 56, made them, and they were still a little bit big. There was no negative ease. This one is the 52, and is it? Yeah, 52. And I went down. I'm using size 1s.
Okay.
And what did I do differently on this one though? I did something a little bit differently. Because they were going to be just on one of the decreased sections on the center. They look like they're long and pointy. But I have small feet, you guys. I'm a size like 5.5.
Yeah.
So this is the Donna colorway, and it's on the fluffy sock.
Let's pull that forward.
And I love that color. I said, that to me is the more warm, like the warm orange.
And see, it's a little brighter than what it's showing up. It looks
because
like.
it has a coral in it with the orange. Yeah.
And honestly, if I could name this, I would call it pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, it's like a pumpkin
seriously
spice.
Looks like
and
that.
you know, I made this and I named it after my mom, and my mom was like, those aren't really why, you know, she couldn't figure out why I chose these colors for her because she loves reds.
Okay.
She's more of reds and blues. And when I did it, the reason I named it after my mom is because it reminded me of Washington State, growing up there, and the really dreary weather and like fall type weather, and we would like play games inside and drink hot chocolate, and it just reminded me of the fall. So my mom always reminds me of like autumn.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are on my double points Tiagu size 1s. Those are Donna. Those are almost done. I'm almost done.
What bag is that in?
And they are being housed in my current favorite bag that I have gone on to your website so many times. I have another one in my cart, and I keep thinking, Christy,
do you really need another bag?
One? I love this. This is
I need more bags.
This is Laughing Stitches, and let's see, it's Nancy Landers, and I think I'm trying to think of what her Instagram name is, but it's Laughing Stitches. It's a drawstring bag, and the thing that's so original about her bags is she puts little things on them, like wool or, I'm trying to think of some of the other things that she has on there. I don't remember, but go look because they're super sturdy. They're tall, drawstring. Plus, you can put your yarn in and let it come out.
I love that.
Top. Love it.
See, I need a bag like that says Stitch.
Stitch. She might have someone that says
Stitch.
Stitch B word. Stitch biatch.
I really want one.
I think if you had brie, you know, some say brioche, some say brioche. I think it should say brioche. Biatch.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just how my mind thinks. Okay, and what else do you have on the needles that are you sipping on?
Ooh, guys.
She's excited about something.
Housed in my Gimme a Crown bag, which I finally have a project that's big enough to fill this. So excited. Snap, snap, snap. So I have been currently working on...
excited about this.
The So Faded pullover. I love this. Like... By Andrea Mowry, who is Drea Renee Knits.
Creator of the Find Your Fade shop.
Oh my gosh. So the Find Your Fade was just so overwhelming to me because it's not a stash buster. As much as I think she created it to be a stash buster, you almost have to go out and buy yarn for it, and it was such a huge investment for me. I mean, now I think I could do it because I have a stock of yarn and I'm all good, but before I really couldn't afford it. And so now, that's still in the back of my mind that I probably want to make it because I know a lot of people say it's so big, but I like them like that. Yeah. So I would most likely wear it all the time.
I almost wore it the other day. So if
any of you guys want to donate your fades, I'll totally take it. Just saying. She will totally get worn.
Rocked mine when you put it on.
I'm just
and I loved it. It was so
nice.
It just hasn't been that cold here lately for me to wear.
So I started it and I finally joined. This is as far as I've gotten.
And that is a beautiful...
Wow, it's really
very popular color right now, that minty
So this is just my mint tone. It's been in my shop for months, and I've been kind of debating taking it out for so long to make something with it. And finally I found the perfect thing for it. Pattern. Perfect pattern. The perfect... Gosh, you're going to screw me up now. The perfect pattern. And I love how this is working up. I don't want to give anything away. But this is, this will be my second sweater. And so it's a lot different than the first sweater I tried. And I sucked at royally. So I am loving it. So I'm using all my yarn for this. So I'm using a Tonal Mint, Firenze, and Always on Sparkle.
That is going to be beautiful.
I'm so excited, guys. I can't even.
And just looking, I haven't looked at the pattern. I bought it also, but just looking at what you've knit so far, it looks like it's a pretty basic pattern. Nothing super fancy so far.
Anyone could really do it.
So
I got confused at first because I'm
yeah, you couldn't figure out how it was going to come together.
Yeah. And so when it did, I'm just okay, that makes sense. But the way that it's also made, you were saying, you could easily alter it to do a cardigan.
Yeah, because you start with the back, don't you? Yeah. And so you
Not giving anything away.
No, you could. You'd have to probably figure some altering out, but...
I just love this color. I just want to show.
Beautiful. It's like teal and green. Teals and greens. And a little bit of gold. Brown. And a little bit of brownish color. Can I show my colors that I chose?
Yeah, show your colors.
I'm going to do
this is Firenze, really fast. And I just think these are going to
I like those. Well. I like those. That's good. And it's so funny because our color schemes are going to be totally different. And I'm not saying that this is 100% what I'm going to do, but so for right now, this is what we chose together, 5 minutes before the podcast. I'm going to start mine with the Vaughn colorway, which I love, and I've been looking for a project. It is. And then I'm going to morph into my Avalon, which is also gray with burgundies and browns. And then go into the burgundy will go into my Forest Nymph colorway. And
Hold 'em
these
close.
these are fluffy sock, but I think I'm going to make it on my full-bodied sock.
Yeah, I did my dragon scales base, which is my name for the full bodied. So we're going to be using the same yarn base for it, which I think the naughty nitwits were confused of whether we use the same yarn, and
we do use the same yarn
base.
base.
Same base.
And we talked about it last time. We can't tell you enough. I know everybody loves the fluffy sock that we have, and it is very soft and I love it. But our new base, which is dragon scales and full bodied, I can't tell you what a difference it makes to have a higher twist 75-25 yarn. Now, the fluffy sock still works great. I've made 2 sweaters out of it.
I love it.
That's all I've used up until now.
Yeah, a lot of the things I was touching my neck, so I'm like, where's my shawl? But a lot of shawls that I've made, a lot of socks that I've made. Yeah, I love the fluffy, but there's something that's just so different about our new base that
it's more dense. It's more dense because it's higher twist. So if you think about that, if you take something and untwist it, there's less per inch. There's less yarn. But if you high twist it, you're going to get a more dense yarn right there. So it's not necessarily thicker, but it does feel more durable.
Yeah.
Not that the fluffy sock is crap, because it's not. It's awesome. I love the fluffy sock.
That's what you did a lot of this in.
I did most of this in fluffy sock until I got to the very end, which was my toadstool colorway right here. And it doesn't have as much of a halo. So anyway, we just love the full bodied. I'm going to make my sweater and see the difference. I want to compare. So that's exciting. I do have one more thing that I'm working on. I worked on a little bit more, but then I made a mistake on it, so I have to go back. Well, and when you make a mistake on like
lace,
serious lace, which this pattern is so beautiful, I can't wait to wear it. I wanted to wear it the other day.
I'm glad you're making it for you.
I am. It's Something in the Air by Joji Locatelli, and it's a scarf. Well, it's an infinity scarf, so it's gonna join, but it's got little like doodads. What do you call those? Little doodad bobble things at the very end, and I love it.
Here, I'll move so you can use my background so that you can see the lace.
Oh.
Use that white. Look at how pretty that is.
And when it's blocked, it's going to be pretty wide when it's blocked.
I'm excited. That's going to be so pretty, though.
It's such a beautiful design, and it's not for beginners. I did have to take it apart a couple times when I first started it, and now I do have to knit backwards a little bit, frog it a little bit, and there's just a couple rows, but that's Something in the Air by Joji Locatelli. Beautiful, beautiful design.
And that's your peacock colorway, right?
That's my navy.
Okay.
And it's being housed in one of my other favorite bag designer bags. It's Ply Design Studios, and I
still need to get one of those.
I don't remember the name. It was something about Paris. It's obviously it's Paris, but I love it. I love pink and black together.
I'm starting to get more pinky, but I think it's more mauvey. Like, you know me growing up, like, I've never liked pink.
And it's got a tassel and a little guy on it, too.
See,
Which is a stitch marker. Or a progress keeper. What?
I was just going to say something about tassels.
We don't wear tassels in this family.
No, we don't.
No. Okay. And I have one more thing I'm sipping on.
Ooh.
And it's being housed in my April 9 design bag that she made especially for us. And it's she puts like the little thingy-majigger on it.
I absolutely love that.
I've never published a design, but I've done a lot of designs in my time.
Yeah, you just kind of like
crochet and knitting designs, but it's usually like, well, I've made a sweater.
Yeah.
And I make hats and cowls and stuff. I just don't write it down.
Yeah. I still have one cowl I haven't written
I make chicken scratch notes for me just so I know if I want to make another one, but I don't. Mm-hmm. I've never actually done the whole format. So I started a hat design, and it's on DK Weight. And here it is. I'm going to probably write it up and publish it. And it's going to be beret style or slouchy. And it is in a coral colorway that I had in my shop a while back. But I took it down to make a sweater. Mm-hmm. Made the sweater, and I didn't like the sweater, so I took the whole entire sweater apart. It just wasn't, it wasn't working for me. It was what sweater was it? I remember it, but I don't know exactly, so I don't want to say. But yeah, I should have this done this week, and I'm going to write it up and post it. And
we're still debating the name.
Yeah, it'll probably be super cheap, maybe just $1 or $2, just because it's my first one. And anyway, so that's what I'm working on, and it's DK Weight. And I'm using the size 7 16-inch circulars by Clover. Yep, on bamboo.
I like how you're just being super cool and not using end keepers.
I know, I used to never be able to do that. I live on the edge now.
I know, right? The edge of the needle.
I live on the edge of the needle. You know it. But I do love this bag. It's super cute.
I do too. That's housing one of my projects that failed.
Oh. You know what I'm going to go back through my projects that are in bags. And if I haven't worked on them in like 3 months, I'm taking them apart.
Do it.
Doing it.
Free up that yarn.
Freeing up the needles.
It is Earth Day, so you need to recycle that yarn.
The needles. It's the needles.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was like, where's my size 6 needles on 24? And I'm like, oh, crap, I'm making that one thing that I haven't worked on in 3 months. So,
it's hard.
And I, you know what? I recommend you all do things like that. Because those projects can just hover over you and you can be like, I can't start a new project because I have 3 others, but I don't want to work on those right now.
I don't think you should ever have regrets of starting a new pattern or a new project or anything like that. I really don't.
Well, and KT on her latest episode, Inside Number 23, said she's going to do it at the end of the year. Mm-hmm. Any projects at the end of the year that she hasn't finished, she's taking them apart. I say don't wait that long. Honestly, if it's been 3 months, and now, granted, if there's a reason why you haven't worked on it, like you haven't had time, that's one thing. But
if your passion's gone.
Yeah, if we all have projects that we're like, oh, I've never really gotten into that one, take it apart. Yeah. Take it apart, do something else, put your yarn aside, get those needles, get new yarn on those needles and make a new project. Yeah. That's my motto. I don't know if there's a motto in there, but that's how I'm thinking.
Well, you are the CEO of your own life.
You're the CEO of your life. I haven't said that one in a while, but it's so true. Okay. So now it's time for our favorite segment called I Wonder What's in This. And boy, oh boy, do we have a lot of stuff this week, my friends.
And it's my favorite because I think it was the Naughty Nitwits, Michelle and Leslie talking about
how do we do it?
How hard it is. And it's like, it's hard.
It was harder before.
It was harder at first. But sometimes I'm just like, screw it, I'm going to open it. Really? I've done that once. I've done that one time.
I only did that one time, and that was with Molly Klein, the bags.
I've done that with Meg this time.
You did?
Because I wanted to see for my shawl.
You wanted to what?
To see for my shawl, and because I opened one to get your Easter present out.
That's no excuse. No excuse. No.
I'm not saying I'm excusing it. I'm saying I did it.
You're just owning up to it.
I'm owning up
to it. You're being accountable. Accountability is important. Oh my gosh. So
But it is hard.
Yes.
But not as much.
First of all, I want to say thank you to, and I'll talk about it when I open it, to people who have donated giveaway prizes. Thank you so much. Yeah. Because, I mean, we could easily do all the giveaway prizes, but honestly, I want your products to get out there. Yeah. I want people to be able to experience what you have too, you know, but, I mean, we only have so much yarn. Yeah. And you can only have so much yarn, right? Yeah.
And maybe not everyone loves our stuff.
Never mind.
Maybe not everyone loves our style. And the thing is, like we were saying, like this industry is big enough for everyone. Yeah. And we want to make sure that, I mean, it's really upsetting when you like watching a podcast or seeing it on Instagram, like people reusing the same things over and over and over again. It's just like, okay, that's great, but I want to see something new. Like, what else is there out there? Like, that's something that we try to do going on Etsy and seeing if we can, you know, incorporate new people as well, because there is so much room.
There is. Let's
get us all out there.
There's yarn. There are bags. There are scissors. There are, you know, needle cozies. There's all kinds of products that we use. Sock blockers. I just ordered some sock blockers.
Did you get the wood ones?
I did, but you know what? The only place I could really find wood ones was out of the country. So these were not expensive, but I did pay for the shipping. Like the shipping ended up being... But that's fine. They're so cute. I can't wait till they come in.
See, I just have the blue ones from Amazon, and I've been dying to get some new ones.
These ones they're so cute. They're the kinds that have a design in the end. Cut out. They're like laser cut. So anyway,
let's open some things.
Before we start, one thing we do need to say when we're talking about giveaways and project or things that have been donated. So one thing that we forgot to mention on our admin is that we are going to do another giveaway when we hit 2,000 subscribers.
Because our 1,000 subscriber thing was great.
You guys were awesome.
That was
we
amazing.
had so many people enter on Ravelry. So we'll put up a thread after we hit 2,000. We'll put up a thread.
So we're at about a little over 1,500 right now. So we're getting there.
Thank you to all of you that have subscribed. So anyway, when we hit 2,000, we'll let you know. If you're not subscribed, make sure you are, because we're
gonna check.
It's only for the winner has to be a subscriber. So we'll probably be checking on that. It's only fair to the people.
That's why we're doing the drawing.
Yeah. Yeah. so anyway.
Okay. I will.
You start because you have more.
Okay. So, and I'm sorry if there's crinkling.
No, we're not. Whatever.
I am. Okay. So, I didn't order this. Did someone send me something?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that cute little card thing.
Oh no, this is my fiber share.
Oh, how awesome.
So this is Melissa by Plankton Stella on Instagram. She was my fiber share partner. Oh, she's so sweet. And she knows I love Harry Potter. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh, this is like Christmas. Okay. So already I got a bag.
That is cute.
That is so cute. That's
open
dirty.
it. I want to see what the inside.
There is stuff in it. What is
it's like
this?
a present within a present.
Is this a bottle opener?
That's a bottle cap opener.
That is fantastic. Okay, let's see.
That is super cute.
So here's the outside. Oh, she got me goodies.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to separate those really fast. So here is... I love that card. So cute. So here is the inside. That is so cute.
So
this is totally like my style.
Do you think that's the designer's name?
I don't know.
It says Holly
Coral.
Coral is the name.
I don't know if that's
the shop or what.
But look how cute that is. It has a unicorn on it.
That is so cute.
That's adorable. Oh, and I got...
That?
So this is... I think I could fit a skein of yarn in there.
Totally.
And I got a little Notions pouch.
I can't get over this. I remember when we had to use these for our bottles of pop back in the 80s.
That is so cute. This is full of a bunch of tea. Ooh, Morocco. Ooh, stitch markers.
This side, hold on. This side is for pop top cans. You slide the tab.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Sorry, I'm stuck on that. I can't get over it.
So I got some Moroccan mint, cherry moon green tea. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Those are cute.
And I got
what is it?
I see a Deathly Hallows.
Is it a stitch marker?
Oh my gosh, she got me stitch markers. Look at that time turner. That is ridiculous.
That's Hermione's necklace.
Yeah, good job.
No, I actually was going to name something Hermione's necklace.
And I got a Deathly Hallows stitch marker. These are all in gold. I got a lightning bolt.
Is it real gold?
It's real gold. And then I got the glasses.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh my god, these are so cute. Stuck.
But I really wonder if that's the name of the shop. Holly Coral.
Oh, like it has a little owl on the end. This is so cute. I love that. And then it came with... Ooh.
So little.
I got a pin.
Ooh.
So it came with this. Look at that.
Is that an ice cream cone?
It's a sheep ice cream cone.
It's an alpaca. Is it alpaca?
It's an alpaca! That is
Look
so
at
cute.
this. It almost looks like an ice cream cone cotton candy alpaca.
I think that's what it is. Look.
It totally...
That's totally what it is.
Oh, that is candy floss alpaca.
I don't know what this is.
That is Holly Coral Designs is the Instagram.
Yay!
She must have an Etsy shop too.
She must.
It's at hollycoral.designs. Oh, cute.
This thing fell. I'll have to find this. Because I also got a fortune teller fish.
Fortune teller miracle fish?
I guess.
Place fish in palm of the hand and its movements will indicate different emotions. How funny. Oh, did it fall out?
I don't. It might be in here.
Okay.
So these are some of her hand-dyed yarns. It's 100% superwash merino. It's 2-ply. It's 10 grams of them. And it looks like this one's Kick Rocks. And this one is a one-of-a-kind.
Plank and Stella.
Yeah, I started following her a while ago, and then we ended up being fiber share partners, and it was great.
These are one of a kinds. OOAKs.
That one is.
And this one's Kick Rocks.
I got a Harry Potter vinyl figure.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like she knows me. You guys don't realize, but these actually,
Soul Sister.
These decorate my living room. So excited.
Oh, these are the mystery ones. You don't ever know what you're getting.
I don't have any of these ones yet. I got Fox!
That's a phoenix, isn't it?
Fox the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Good job.
Quit it. I know the movie.
You're doing good this time.
I know.
Oh, that is so cute. That's going to go on my shelf.
It's like the baby one.
I know.
So adorable.
Thank you. That's totally going on my shelf. Yes. Okay. Oh, I got a self-striper in here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's so pretty.
Look at those colors.
I don't know how to get into it. I only know how to get into crinkles. Okay, so these are custom colors. What?
Is this by...
Hold on.
Oh my gosh. Look how beautiful.
This is by the Yarn Jar. Oh, there's their card.
That is
Look at those colors.
Oh, how beautiful is that?
So this is a custom color.
Magenta, red, turquoise, gray, and lime.
Ooh, I haven't used sport weight before. So this is an 80-20 3-ply, 100 grams. Yeah, I don't have sport weights. This is going to be great.
It doesn't look like a sport weight. It looks like a fingering. That is cool.
Beautiful. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Wow.
And then I have one more. And this might be from her shop because she is an indie yarn dyer. Ooh, yep, this is by Plank and Stella.
Oh, pretty. Look at those greens. And that's on gold stellina.
Is it?
It looks like gold. No, it's regular stellina.
It's regular?
Yeah.
But this is called the Black Lake. It's by the Nanami Sock.
That's where the mermaids live. For those of you that don't know, that's where the mermaids live.
Good job. And I got a mermaid stitch marker as well. That's super cute though. So this is a 75, 20, and 5 2-ply. Oh, this is beautiful.
That is beautiful. It's a 2-ply.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen a 2-ply stellina. That's really pretty.
That is really pretty. Thank you. I love it. So her shop is Plank and Stella on Etsy. And she also has her, I don't know if it's, she also has her Instagram of Plank and Stella. So go check her out. And thank you. I love it so much. These are like handmade for me. I love it. Best thing ever. Okay.
As some of you know, my mom, Tristan's grandma, also has an Etsy shop. It's Crystal Skies Hand Dyed. Mm-hmm. She's also a yarn dyer and does beautiful yarn. And she gifted us some stuff.
So excited.
So I don't even know what's going to be in here.
Chocolate!
My mom, she's so
like
cute.
We need more chocolate. She hand wraps these though.
She actually hand cuts cards or decorative cardstock paper and hand wraps and glues or tapes. I don't know how she does it. Chocolates.
I love
so there's one pack.
Something to do with all that.
One pack
paper.
So
that is pretty.
This one is Coral Reef. Now these are.
I have one called that too.
100% baby alpaca.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh my gosh. It's fingering weight.
How many yards is that?
Does it say on here?
Oh, it might not say. It probably says on the... Oh, that's soft.
It's soft. This one is Rocky Mountain Christmas.
Oh, I like
Look at that. Also 100% alpaca.
We could save that one for a giveaway.
That one's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
And then this one is Caribbean Summer Horizon. And I think she has these colors also on her regular sock yarn base. But these
all
are
alpaca?
all 100%. Oh my gosh, that is so
soft.
It's hand wash. It's not super wash. But oh my gosh, that would be this would lay very nicely as a lace hat. A slouchy kind of a hat.
Or
a shawl.
A cowl.
Yeah, a cowl. It would really be like a scrunchy kind of cowl.
Yeah. That'd be so soft on your neck.
So we're going to have to fight over these and decide which ones we want, which ones we want to give away. I don't know. For me, this is probably my...
Yay!
This probably will be the giveaway because we're more bold color people.
Yeah, actually.
Wait a minute. We're going to have to talk about that.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Grandma.
Donna at Crystal Sky Hand Dye.
And one of you will be getting one of these too, and they all come with little stitch markers on them. So this one's a cat. And something about my grandma that always reminds me of her is cats, actually. Because we grew up and she bred sphinxes.
The hairless cats.
The hairless cats. And when I tell people about it, they're like, ew, gross. I'm like, actually, they're like the sweetest thing, and they're super warm. You just have to make sure you give them baths frequently. But I love them. I think they're great. And so anytime it's like cat related, I always associate that with my grandma.
Yeah, because she loves cats. We're kind of a cat-loving family. Well,
we are.
You're more dogs.
I'm a dog person now, though. Definitely.
Oh, this is so soft. Thank you, Mom. So beautiful. So we'll use one of these as a giveaway, probably maybe in our SS Cal.
I don't know.
I know. I'm trying to decide now. We're going to have to decide later.
Okay.
Well,
thanks, Grandma. So Crystal Sky's Hand Dyed on Etsy.
Check it out.
Check out her not her Ravelry, her Instagram as well, because I know she posts and updates really frequently. And the thing is with her, she has like over 200 colors.
She's got a lot of colors.
She has a lot of colors, so there's a lot of variety.
Yeah.
So go check her out.
Okay, you're next.
I am next.
And next in, I wonder what's in this.
I know what's in this.
Is this one you already opened?
This is one I cheated with. Because I wanted to see if this is what I wanted to make my shawl in.
Okay.
And I do.
Throw the bag over. Oh, wow.
Do you remember which is which? Yes.
So you ordered these too?
Yeah. So this is from Bad Wolf Girl Studios. So Bad Wolf Girl sits in. It's on YouTube. And this is the Cheshire Cat colorway.
Wow. So pretty.
And I think I might use this one, actually.
That one is pretty.
I know it's not Harry Potter,
and
but I love it.
Gray?
Yeah, she got a good gray base. So it's gray. It has flecks of blue, periwinkle, some purples in there.
It's really
I love it. And I get Stellina from her. And then this is the Dumbledore colorway.
So pretty. Same thing,
yeah,
base.
I'm debating between these two. They're very similar, but they're different. And I like it. Like, this is more purples. This is more blues.
I like them. They're beautiful.
But I love it.
You can always find stuff to make with them.
I know,
for
right?
Sure.
So I'm thinking that one of these is going to be my Changing Staircases shawl, actually.
So pretty.
Yeah. So
Good job, Meg.
Your turn.
Bad Wolf Girl Studios on Etsy.
Oh, she's hosting the...
She's your co-host.
She's my co-host on the Knit Along. Sorry, Meg. Oh, my brain. So she is co-hosting the Knit Along. So also go over and check out her Ravelry. And dip into that knit along as well, because she's going to be doing drawings from that as well. So go check out her podcast anyways. In general, I thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, she's pretty chill.
The cutest dog.
I know.
Cutest dog ever.
Hi, Meg.
So cute.
I love that she always does that. She's always just like, anyone that she's talking about, she's like, hi.
Yeah.
Makes me happy. So go check out her podcast and definitely check out her studio, because her yarn is brilliant.
It's beautiful.
I love it.
She's a good designer, a dyer, good color putter together.
Yeah, her skills are legit.
Mad. Her skills are mad.
Mad.
Okay. Next one I have is one that I did a yarn swap with a newer dyer. Oh, look how she's got this package. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cool.
What?
I know. This is it's Esther from Star Fiber Studio. And let's start with the cutest ever little stitch markers. She's got, and these are, her Star Fiber. Oh, look. Star Fiber Studio. And she's on Ravelry as Fiber E Star, so Fibery Star. And then her Instagram is Esther_Starfiber Studio and starfiber.etsy.com. Look at this. Tree of Life. Cool.
Oh, I love that. I've almost gotten a few of those because, I'm very earthy.
2 little sheep. They're the same. 2 little tiny sheep ones. So cute.
That's
Thanks,
so
Esther.
Cute.
And
you and your sheepiness.
I'm so sheepy.
See, I'm more an alpaca person.
I like them both, I think.
Yeah, but you're sheep. You're
I
like
do like
legit
sheep.
This is ridiculous.
Isn't that different?
It's so
okay,
cool.
hold on. I gotta show you how she packaged the yarn. It's pretty cool. And then she gave me a bunch of
Yay!
teas. Now she lives in what was it? Norway? No, wait. Where was it?
You threw it over there.
I did, because I did a couple of foreign ones. The Netherlands. The Netherlands. So she gave me some cool teas to try, which I will, because I love tea. And
there's a relaxed one.
Cute card. Say hi to Trysten from me.
Oh, hi!
And she said, this tea for review a brew.
Esther.
She gave us 2 of each.
Oh, yay! Okay, we'll do that next week. We'll save those.
Oh, hurt me. I've never had yarn packaged this way. This is
so cool.
Brilliant. It's flat. That is brilliant. It's a little, it looks like it's a
vacuum sealer.
Yeah, it's a vacuum sealer bag. So I'm going to.
But look at this yarn.
It is beautiful.
So
I have
pretty.
to open it,
you
though.
You see, you have a mini, and you have this giant thing. Okay, how do we get into this?
Hold on here. Right. Oh.
No,
Did I get
that's not
into
where
it?
it is. It's right here.
I don't want to cut the yarn.
I know, you gotta be careful.
Careful is not my middle name.
Okay. Oh, that is so fun. Oh, I'm gonna hold these up.
Okay.
Oh, the flat one! Look at this.
Here's the mini. That is so adorable that she gave me a mini. Oh my gosh. And the skein of yarn. Oh, look how beautiful that is. It is so speckly.
Speckling is beautiful.
It is amazingly speckled. I want to look at the tag too and see what it's made out of. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And this one's called Sprinkles. And it is total sprinkles, you guys.
That is so fun. It must make the shipping cheaper.
That's so brilliant.
That is so cool.
Because you can't send it as an envelope, like, unless it's flat, right?
Flat rate envelope.
Flat rate or just a flat packet, you know?
That is so cute.
I don't know how.
I love that.
I'm going to make it into a skein so you can all see it's beautiful.
That is the coolest
qualities.
So when you got that trade and saw the flat thing, were you like...
I was like, that's interesting to get yarn that's flat. I don't know how
But now you know.
Okay, now you can see it. Look how beautiful that is. And the little mini that goes with it.
Love it! That is so
Thanks,
pretty.
Esther. Oh, that feels so soft.
That is so funny.
It looks like it is a... if it's 4-ply. It looks like it's a 4-ply. Oh, thank you, Esther.
That is cute.
So that was a trade I did. And just so FYI, I've done some trades and did I already talk about that?
I think you did.
I might have.
She can't do them anymore.
I'm not doing any more trades right now. I've done a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Okay. So this one
is from...
my Lolo did it.
You bought some Lolo?
Bought some Lolo. So first of all... Okay. So first I got some soak in her fig. And I think there's a lavender one, but she was sold out. But I can't remember.
It's sealed for your protection.
Okay.
You're not going to smell much.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, Kate.
I like that.
Oh, it's very delicate.
I like that. I was really scared it was going to be very overwhelming because I don't generally use wash. I just use dish soap.
That's what I do too.
Yeah, so I'm excited to try this out, and if so, I'm probably going to get the bigger one.
Wait, I love your nail polish. Wait, that's dye.
My nail polish.
I wear the same kind of polish.
Oh, we have to talk about that.
Oh my gosh, what?
The dye.
Okay.
All right. I think I got 3 things. I can't remember.
Just 2?
I think it was just 2. Yeah. All right. So I've been eyeballing.
Okay, I'm going to have to step up my game because if Lolo did it, can hand wrap all these
Every
things,
single one.
I have no excuses.
Nope, none. Ooh, what is this?
A little special treat, too. Oh my gosh.
Oh, no, I did. I ordered these. Because, okay, these are so simple, but these are my favorite things in the world.
Oh, just the little hooks. Oh, those are so cool.
I love these. They're like $2 for
those
all
are
of this.
those are great. Those are. Whoa!
No.
It's gonna go where the fish went.
I know, wherever that fish is, whatever that fish is. Okay. I've been eyeballing this yarn forever, but it's called Pinkman.
I know what that's from.
Do you hear my
That was
stomach?
just my stomach's doing the same thing.
We need that Chinese food.
Is in order soon. Okay.
And for this yarn, what did I get? So I got, it's fingering weight.
Is it 75?
So I got 75.25 or 75.15, and then 10 is tencel.
I've been wanting to try the tencel.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to try these on some socks.
Those feel very sturdy.
I know.
I like it.
Because at first I'm like, oh, I'm going to make some gloves out of these. But feeling it, these are going to be socks.
Pinkman from
the old video game.
Bad.
We're at war on that one.
I think it's Breaking Bad.
I think it's the old video game.
Lolo, will you contact me
Please
and let
us
me know,
Lauren.
Because I'm sure Lauren watches
I think she's wrong.
I think she's one of our first viewers and is very much subscribed and addicted.
Of course.
I wish.
But so, yay.
That's beautiful.
Got my first Lolo.
That's awesome.
Your turn.
My turn. Okay. This is from... This is good. This is so sweet. I can't even tell you how amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I have 2 people that sent me stuff this time that I just was overwhelmed with how generous people are. This is from Bags by Awesome Granny. Mm-hmm. She contacted me and...
It's Darlene, right?
Yep, Darlene York, and she's out of Texas. She told us to each pick one of her bags. Okay.
Please leave that in.
Look how beautiful it is outside now that my curtains have fallen off the wall. Okay, you guys. My curtains were on a curtain rod, like a shower curtain rod. I told Trysten when she got here, I'm like, yeah, I put the curtain rod up higher so that it's, the sun isn't shining in our faces. It just fell. It scared the living crap Ola.
If you couldn't tell.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so Darlene.
Darlene out of Texas, Bags by Awesome Granny. She emailed me and asked us to each pick a bag, and then she wanted to donate for our knit along, which was so sweet.
Did she? Yeah, that's so cute.
And she wanted us to review her
that's
bags.
what I was thinking.
And there's also a coupon code.
Yay!
Oh, coupon code. I don't know. Oh, for the next 4 months. Okay. Coupon code at Bags by Awesome Granny, GRANNIE, because I was spelling it wrong when I went to look for it. But it's Cafe 15.
Mm-hmm. Oh. So that's for 15% off, right?
15% off.
Yeah. So go check out her shop, and we're gonna look at.
I think I just picked you ones out, or did you pick one out? Did you pick your own? I can't remember.
I thought I picked you one, or I think I picked one.
You picked one. This one's mine.
Okay, that is so funny.
Oh my gosh, I wanted the beavers.
Oh my gosh.
And they all have like beards, and then they're holding like thermoses.
They need guts. They just need a big old gut on them. That is so cute.
In their plaids, I couldn't resist.
Oh, and the inside is...
Oh my gosh, did she give me... And a little mini, an inside one.
That's the exact name, an inside bag.
And there's more. It's like one of those...
Is there a little one? Is it a Russian nesting doll?
Oh no, this is a stitch or a progress keeper. Progress keeper. Bags by Awesome Granny.
I love that.
Oh my gosh.
I would use that as a zipper pull for this, honestly.
That is pretty cool. And here's her card.
Go check her out, guys. That's beautiful work.
Oh gosh. Darlene, I can't even believe how beautiful this stuff is.
This is pretty good quality.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty good quality.
Really good quality.
Look at the stitching.
She is well, we've seen, you guys know who she is. I don't have to tell you. She's on all the podcasts. We're one of the cool kids now. We have a bag by Awesome Granny, Darlene.
Oh my god. Oh, I really like how it has this on the end too, though. Yep.
You can use that as some people put their progress keepers on it.
I love that. Or,
or your keys.
Put it to your bike. So you're going to bike somewhere and knit.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying.
I know. I'd be so worried about the yarn the whole time. Okay.
This one, let's see.
I think that one's fine.
This one's yours. And then... Yes. Oh my gosh, that is...
I got the Alice in Wonderland bag.
That is so
Look
pretty.
At that fabric. I love so how old-fashioned
I know, it's very... Oh my gosh, very retro looking.
I love that. Oh, this is super sturdy.
That is beautiful.
I love this. Oh, even the zipper's sturdy. get a
And a
little
mini
one,
bag. Darlene, I didn't expect
look
that.
at this bottom.
So beautiful.
I really like this size.
That is a perfect size. Look how beautiful that is. And it's nice and deep. Nice and deep.
But also pretty wide.
Yeah, it really is.
I really enjoy that.
So, and I like the handle. The quality is excellent. We're supposed to be reviewing this too.
I am. That's what I'm
just
trying
overwhelmed
to do.
I've been overwhelmed with like, oh my gosh, I love it.
You know, something I really like about this bag is that it's kind of in the middle of a large and a medium size that I'm used to with like Gimme a Crown.
Yeah, hers is really large.
And that's something that I've always loved with Gimme a Crown. It's like either you get a medium or you get a large.
Yeah, there's no in between.
But this is seriously like the in between of those two. Beautiful. And I feel like I'm always reaching for something that is this size. I love that. Oh, okay. This little thing on the
actually
end
has a saying.
Says love, dream, hope, trust. Around and around and around. That's super cute. I'm gonna utilize that because that is a brilliant idea.
You can put your keys on it too.
I probably put my stitch markers on. Honestly, I always lose those.
I put my phone in my knitting bag.
And now you have a little one for your phone.
And I carry that like a purse when I'm knitting a project because it goes everywhere I go.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And this is so cute. You can't fit yarn in here, but this is a perfect notions patch.
Pouch.
Oh, I love this. Okay. Oh, and she got a little one.
A mini circle thing. Or is it like a?
And it just says joy, 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 joy.
And then she gave us
ridiculous.
another. I'm not even going to open it, but it looks like the beaver bag as a giveaway.
Is it your same? Yeah, it's your
same one. Oh, Darlene. So generous.
This is ridiculous, Darlene.
You guys go to her shop. Gosh. She had some. I had a hard time deciding.
I did too.
Bag. So go to her shop. She has beautiful bags. I love them. They are so pretty. So
all my new yarn in here.
I'm over the moon. These are so awesome.
Okay, so just take a look at this. So 2. Yes. I have my notions pouch in here 2. 3. Just put some of my random yarn in here.
4 and 5.
4, 5.
Maybe even a 6. Maybe even 6. And your project.
Wiggle room.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
That is perfect. But look, as it's like closed up and like it's wide. I know a lot of podcasters have been talking about how they don't like them super tall, but this is like
just right. It's really, I like the super tall one too. Because
I do too. I like to fold.
Well, I do too. Yeah, I like the fold because when you're sitting there knitting, you can fold it over and it's more sturdy. I like that. Oh my gosh, awesome. Okay, your turn. Do you have one more? We should have just done an episode of I wonder what's in this because we have so many awesome things to show.
Yeah, I have 2 more and then we can show our one together. Okay, so I got these stitch markers by Prairie Dye Studio. And oh no, I didn't. These aren't. I got you something.
You got me something?
You're gonna die. So okay, hold on. Don't look. Don't look.
Sorry.
Look over there.
Making a lot of noise.
I know.
You're crinkling my ears off.
Okay. So this is by Prairie Dye Studio, which I'm sure you all know of.
Prairie Dye. What does it say?
It's a little sheep who's knitting.
Oh my gosh.
And these are all pins.
Oh, I love that. I have a pin.
Here's one that says lay flat to dry. And there's a sheep laying on its back.
That is awesome. I love that.
And then this one was for me. Because it's a little redhead girl.
Cute.
Knitting from Little Sheepies.
Cute.
And then another lay flat to dry. Oh, so I got you.
The lay flat to dry?
These 2.
Thank you. I love little buttons. I have one on my bag over there.
I'm starting to get into the button craze.
Good. You know what? When we go to Rhinebeck,
I'm gonna put this in my notions bag.
I still have to get our housing for Rhinebeck. I'm such a failure.
Oh, you're such a failure.
Yeah. When we go to Rhinebeck, we'll have to get some buttons made to give out.
Did you want to open this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. This last box of mine this one is from April 9 Design.
Yay!
Who was also the other really generous person that contacted me and said, I want to donate for your giveaway. Which was so
sweet.
Wonderful.
So sweet of you, Charlotte.
She's so sweet. Yes, Charlotte. Oh. Okay, the basic description. This is her new design.
Yes.
She wanted us to review her new design. It's a knitting bag for knitters on the go. This project bag has a sturdy snap in the center that allows you to knit without having to keep the bag open, which is nice. Yep. You can easily access the yarn on either side of the snap. That's really cool. The straps allow you to hang the bag conveniently on your arm while knitting.
Oh, I need one of these.
It is lightweight and has a lot of room for small projects and a skein or two of yarn. Inside pocket for small scissors, stitch markers, etc. And there's more detail on the website of the different kinds of fabric. But she also has offered, Charlotte has offered a discount code for $3 off. This isn't even a percentage. Nice. $3 off. Discount code is yarncafecreations. You guys, go check out her bags.
I gushed over her bags.
Yeah, she's the one that made the Yarn Cafe Creations bags for you guys, which was awesome.
And then also
the coffee ones. Wasn't it the coffee?
No, that was Erin knit. But that was my giant white one with the sheep all over it.
Yes.
That I love. Yes. That's housing a project.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
I can't work on.
This is so cool. Oh my gosh, it's like a tote.
Oh my gosh, I love the bottom.
Look at how the bottom looks. Oh my goodness.
Charlotte.
This is so cool, Charlotte. And
there's a little thing on the side that says "Just Go Knit."
Just Go Knit.
That is so cute.
And inside, it's got the little pocket right here. So, what I do like about this is that it's got expandable bottom.
Yeah.
And I love the pattern too.
I'm
totally a pink flowery person.
I would even buy this pattern.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
And then the inside pocket right there. I think it's awesome. And what a cool! Oh, and I love that there's tabs. There's tabs at the top, so you can unsnap it by grabbing these and just unsnapping it that way. And these are sturdy. Very cool nylon straps. Mm-hmm. Wow, look at that.
It says "Just Go Knit."
April 9. Design. If you haven't checked out her shop either, she's got some beautiful stuff.
She has some remarkable bags.
So I think this is wonderful. Here is, let me find her. This. Whoa. It's kind of
a little bit. There you go.
So this is going to be a giveaway.
I want it.
I'm not sure how to review things. I like it. That's my review.
I give it a 5 cup.
I give it a thumbs up.
Give it a 5 cup review.
Yeah. It's
honestly, I'm floored. I might actually have to go to her shop. I'm hoping she has some of these in her shop since we're reviewing it.
You know, and I've told you that I like this kind of handle.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the side handle too, but when I go to like dinner, because you have to bring your knitting when you go to dinner.
It's you can just have this on you and kind of knit from it, and then just kind of like.
Yep. Love it.
And then it still passes for a bag. Because I know you've said how awkward you feel sometimes lugging these bright, flamboyant knitting bags around.
Yeah.
That are obviously knitting bags. But this just looks like...
Because they have like rainbowy sheets and stuff all over them. They don't look very grown up.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about the pattern. I'm talking about like even how some bags hang.
Yeah.
Like it's very obviously a knitting bag.
Some of them don't have a big enough handle for me to put my arm through. And so this is very nice. So that'll be for a giveaway for our SS
And I'm guessing that she's going to be having it on her Etsy, which I might actually have to just go and buy.
But this is her new design.
That is so beautiful.
That is awesome. So thank you, Charlotte.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Check it out.
That's me one lucky person.
That is beautiful.
That is super cute.
Okay, what's your last thing?
I have 2 more.
Your last 2 things.
This one's for you, too.
You are...
I can't buy me something and not buy you something. So this is by Precious Knits.
I don't think I bought any of this stuff. All mine was trades, huh?
Yep. Precious Knits. Cool. And it says handmade 1 stitch at a time on the back. That's super cute.
Oh, that's cool little cards.
So I bought us some skein coats.
I have wanted a skein
I know, me too. And I looked all over Etsy, and I think she's one of the only shop owners.
I've heard people call them skein condoms. Yeah.
And that's what I typed, and nothing came up.
Please let the cat one be for me, please.
Yeah, the cat one's for you. The cat one! And I love these. So try it on, maybe try it on that one right there and see how it is.
It says, never come unraveled again. That is
so
this is
cute.
Tristan's yarn. I already showed it, I think. Okay.
That's super cute.
Skein coats. Let's check it out. Oh my gosh, this is really cool. Really cool. I did wind this skein a little fluffy, but...
You did?
I tend to do that sometimes.
That's perfect. I'd put it on one line, but I don't know.
But you don't have one of yours right now, do you?
Not right now.
Look at that. It's like looking at me like, "Hi, Christy. I'm ready for you to knit me."
That is so cute.
That is cool.
Oh,
Look
I
at
can't
that.
Because mine unravel and then like this just like pushes it together.
Yeah, and it is a little
great.
snug to start, which is good because you don't want it to get all loose and fall apart like it does.
Yeah.
Thanks. That is
super
cool.
cute. So go check them out. They have a bunch of different designs. But
Who is it?
These were the one. Precious Knits.
Precious Knits.
Mm-hmm. So Lindsay from Precious Knits. So it's preciouknitshop.com.
That's so
Or Precious
awesome.
Knit Shop at comcast.net is how to get a hold of her. Super cute, though. I love her
Awesome.
cards. Those are just really cute. Okay.
And
And
the
then the
last
last one we can show together.
Okay.
Because it's your Easter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I've made a pile of stuff down here.
Good luck.
Seriously. I gotta find it now. Here it is.
So this one is from Stray Cat Socks. I think she's based in the UK. But this is the one I was telling you about. I'm like, it's self-striping yarn, but it's so inexpensive. Like,
Wow.
because self-striping yarn is expensive.
It's a lot of work, you guys.
It really is, and I understand
Kudos
it.
to the
But
self-striping yarn
I just
dyers.
cannot believe how she packages
I already have mine
her
open.
products.
In the coolest little...
I love this.
That is cool.
So mine is called Lila.
Mine is called Purdey, Purdey.
Okay.
And they are 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 100 grams, 437 yards.
So that was my mom's Easter
That
present
was-
from us girls.
Yes, and it's got like a light teal, a light greenish color.
Yeah, that's like mint, almost
Minty.
sea foamy.
Gray and dark gray.
Yeah, and then I got mine is kind of like a bright navy blue, and then hot pink, like hot fuchsia pink.
Is it pink?
That's pink.
Okay. I'm just comparing it to my hot pink, and it looks more reddish.
No, this
Pink,
is super
berry
pink.
kind of almost to me.
Yeah,
That's
So,
beautiful.
I'm super excited.
And I loved it.
But yeah, I've never had self-striping, so now I have two skeins.
Either. This is my first. I think this is my first ever.
I think that is. But the thing that I've always been wondering is like, how would a shawl look with self-striping yarn?
You know what I always think when I look at these balls of yarn too is I think, okay, we dye our yarn, we lay it out to dry, and then we skein it up. They don't. They dye it, then they have to sit and wind it and wind it and wind every ball by hand. There's no machine that does this that I'm aware of.
No, nothing.
By color, that is so... It's so cool.
I love that so much.
I am amazed.
But I think now we are done with what I wonder what's in this.
Okay, my goodness, you
We
guys.
got a lot of stuff.
This is a jam
little
packed.
excess.
Now we're gonna move on to our finished bruise section, and I don't mean this kind of bruise. I know I say that every time. Ow. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, did you say you do have stuff?
I have one
Oh.
thing because I already
Okay.
showed my shawl, the Changing Staircases shawl.
Yes.
So it was my finished one, and I think we just ended up getting on our own bandwagon.
Well, I did the Shorties in a Shoebox Cal Shorties socks, and I am on a addicted bender. I'm like loving. I don't know. It's just what do they call that? You're a process knitter or you're a results knitter or a product knitter. I want my finished products. I want my product. This is my first one, which I made out of the same yarn as I made my last week's.
So you did this on.
But I did add some of the fluorescent sparkle, my twinkle base. And this one is on Kelpie colorway on my full-bodied sock, which I love the
I
full
know,
body.
especially for socks, like our new yarn bases is are great. And I made mine on the Selkie colorway, which is also from Yarn Cafe Creations, and I made it on her full bodied.
Super good.
It looks so good. And especially it looks really good on too. And that color, it's more of like even just a lighter blue than it's showing up. But
yeah, it's super light blue with
I
browns
love it. Like
and
I know
oranges.
this color especially is gonna look really good in a shawl.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been wearing them, so they are a little big right now.
And I did wash these ones, my next pair. This one I made, these were made on a size 1, casting on 50. I did these ones a little different now.
52.
I can't remember. Because I did the first ones 56, and I did these on 52. But they turned out a little bigger than these ones. And I did something different.
You did them shorter.
I think I did do them shorter. I did these ones next.
Those look like baby socks on there.
They're in the toadstool colorway on my full-bodied sock, and then my bright pink twinkle base for the cuff. And I'm going to put it on because I just washed them and dried them. I dried them in the dryer.
Yeah.
And I don't think they shrunk. I think I just made them smaller.
Really?
Uh-huh. And I just, yeah, look at that.
You want to put your foot up like we usually do? That is so cute.
That, I love it. And I do have small feet, but they fit like a glove. I love them.
Or like a sock.
Like a sock. They fit like a sock. Let me put on these ones. Because these ones, I thought I made, oh, sorry, I just hit the microphone. I think I made these a little bigger for, oh,
yeah, you did.
I think I made more rows right here or something.
Yeah.
But here's the other ones. I do love this color.
I
do love this color, right? It's like a finger puppet, a foot puppet. So,
put mine on now.
like I said, it's like once you get started on these, it's
look how cute that is on though.
Okay,
like,
we gotta show both of ours together. Hold on. We're gonna have to.
You doing your bright one? Yeah.
Okay.
Is that our screenshot?
Yes, it is. But I'm telling you, if you've never knit shorties before, they are addicting because I can make them in 2 days. Like I make one a day. I can make a whole sock in 1 day.
The thing is, though, it's like instant gratification.
It is, and then you've got all these finished products, and I mean, because honestly, a lot of people don't wear long socks anyway. I mean, nowadays, especially the younger generation, they
love them some shorties.
Yeah, they like the low cut, the short cut, whatever you call them, low cuts.
Oh, I forgot to show. I got this. This is my most recent little dude.
So cute. So those are
this will probably be a giveaway.
Those are our finished brews. I think that's all I've got I finished this week.
Because I worked a lot on my changing staircases shelves that I could cast on again. And then I've been working on my So Faded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to move on to our next segment, which is called I'm Dying Here. And I don't have a ton to show.
Okay.
But you do?
I do. Well, I have two.
Okay.
I have two. So I've been playing with...
I know. Love them.
I know. Just the color, not, my stuff personally.
But the colors turned out really good. The colors
turned out really good. So I've been playing with a lot of Harry Potter colors lately. And I've been trying to find a Luna Lovegood color. I'm having the hardest time, being inspired by what I make. So the first one was going to be this.
That is so pretty, though.
It's so pretty.
And that's
I sold 2 of them. I'm really surprised.
Scales.
It's on my Dragon Scales base. And this one I decided to call Fizzing Whizbees.
Orange is doing it for me right now.
It really is, right?
I really am loving
So this has 8 different colors in it.
You did a good job on that.
Thanks. I hope I can replicate it. I wrote it down.
Good.
So, but yeah, I just love it. I think it's scrumptious and
it is awesome.
Beautiful and all the different speckling throughout it as well. I was really happy with how this one came out. And then, do you have any?
You know what?
Your one.
I have one that's drying, but I'm doing a shop update this weekend, and it's gonna be a lot of the same colors, but I do have a couple new ones coming out. But I'm gonna do some of my other colors, like my fairy sock. I'm gonna be doing on the sparkle. So this is the Selkie one that Trysten made her socks out of, and I love how it turned out. Oh, I love how it turned out.
I do too.
It's so sparkly. And I had an awesome viewer last week because I was talking about how all of a sudden my sparkle stopped being a sparkly, and she mentioned that I was using citric acid, that citric acid eats away the stellina, and I had just switched to citric acid. Yeah.
Just for that one batch.
Just for that one batch. And so I went back to vinegar, and it turned out so beautiful. So that's one thing. I'll have some of my fairy bases on Sunday on the stellina. Okay, so my next I'm Dying Here thing that I want to show that I made this week. I did a mini pack, and...
You can hear it.
I decided that I'm going to probably not sell my minis individually anymore.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do them in packs, and if that doesn't work for you, that's okay. I'm still going to do it, and I think it would be good for, some people like to get more than one in anyway.
Yeah.
So the first one goes along with... Where did I put it? Right here. This is I showed this earlier, the Selkie colorway on Sparkle, but I have it on my fluffy sock and my full bodied. And I made a mini pack that will be going along with it called the Fairy Dreams Mini Pack. And people have been asking for minis that go with the fairy one. So that's the first one. And then
more to come.
Is that really... Okay, does that show up? Okay.
That's pretty. There you go.
Okay, so that's going to be in the shop on tomorrow's update too. So...
Yay.
Yay. Okay.
My next one.
I just love this
going
one.
with the Luna theme. This is my dirigible plums.
I wish that show... Oh, it does kind of show up the same.
It does actually show pretty true, too.
It's pretty bright.
So it has, like, salmon in it, some pink, so and then obviously, like, this very, very bright. I use, like, 5 different colors on it, so there's a lot of variegated different colors.
So pretty.
And it reminds me of the dirigible plums outside Luna Lovegood's house when they go and see her dad in the last one. And I love it. I'm very, very orange themed recently.
I've been, like I said, I have loved orange lately. And I think a lot of people are. I think that's going to be one of the next, like the summer colors.
Maybe.
Is orange.
But so here it is in the
on the dragon scales base,
on my
which
dragon
is so
scales
amazing.
Base. And I love it. I'm making a bunch of more of these today. But these are in my shop available to order. So go check those out.
This is
that was so pretty.
I'm going to wind it because it wasn't dry this morning, so it's been hanging next to us for
That's why I felt bad about it. Is I dyed up a few new colors and I can't show them because they're still drying at my house.
Yeah, I wish I could have shown because I'm going to be doing some new colors today and tomorrow, and then my shop update is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. But this is one of the new colors that I'm doing.
What did you name it?
I haven't named it yet. This is on the Stellina, the Twinkle base, but it is green. And it's showing up pretty muted on there. Green and blue with just a touch of pink. So that's going to be one of the new ones. And it's on Stellina, and I don't know if I'm going to do it. I might do it on the full body. I might do it on a couple bases. I don't know. But I love
like that one.
Yeah, it's turned out really, really pretty. And some of them might have just a little more pink than others. Because it's, like I said, it's, I don't know if I said, but like I want to say.
Oh, that's something that we can go into right now, actually.
Yeah.
Just like a disclosure for people who buy indie yarn. I think it was it Michelle that said Leslie on Nayo Knitwits that said like the curse of the indie dye yarn.
No, that was Katie on Inside Number 23.
Oh yeah, Katie. Because it's very true. When you're dyeing your own yarn, like you can use the exact same measurements. You can use as many write as many notes as you can on like how to do it specifically each time. But regardless, every single one is almost a one of a kind.
Yeah. And we've learned that. I mean, I will literally mix all the dye together in one pot, and then I'll split it into 4 pots. So it's coming from the same pot.
Yeah.
And then it'll still, and I've even tried stirring it as I'm pouring it, so I'm mixing. But it's not necessarily that. I think it depends. The yarn just sometimes takes up the dye.
And if you use different yarn bases, a lot of times the different yarn bases, like I know my Sparkle takes it up a little bit more, I think. Than my fluffy sock, and then my dragon scales does definitely take it up a lot more. But like for instance, I showed last week on our podcast my Trelawney colorway, and this is not it because it dyed up a little bit differently. It dyed up a lot darker, and I love it. I'm going to use it.
Was more orange, wasn't it?
The Trelawney had the same amount of orange, but the purple in this was a lot muted. Like a lot more muted. It was a lot lighter. And so I followed the pattern exactly. And it came out this way. And so I'm probably just going to keep this. Because I think it's beautiful. Nice. I love it. But it differs from the picture. And that's a hard thing that you have to know with the indie yarn dyers is it won't always come out the same. But we will get it as true, too, as we possibly can. And most of the time it works out. But sometimes you have this random skein that just doesn't want to work.
Well, and also, I don't know about other yarn dyers, but I will make up a batch, take the pictures when it's a new color, and I'll post those pictures on Etsy. But then as you get going, you're not making that color every day. So it might be 2 weeks before I make that color again. And I don't always refer back to the picture to make sure all the yarn is placed exactly the same. You know what I mean? I do my best. I even draw a map on the back of my cards of where I put it in the pot, where I speckled or whatever. But even then, sometimes the colors come out a little different.
Yeah.
And I did get contacted a couple times this week by customers. And all I can tell you is that does happen, and I apologize, and I will take care of you.
Yeah.
If you contact me, I would prefer if you contact even Trysten.
Yeah. Just let us know.
Before you give your review, because I will, if you're not happy, I want to fix it. I want to make it better. You know, you can exchange it, or I will make up a new batch. Because sometimes, like I said, after you bring it to my attention, I'll look back at the picture and go, oh, it does look a little different. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
You are totally right. And that was my bad. So let me just replace it for you. But I'd rather you contact me than give you a review and then not ever say anything. Yeah. We are constantly trying to make our businesses better.
Yeah. And we're trying to get it as true to as we can. But sometimes there are some batches that just don't want to work. Like there's one batch for my Molly Weasley that I'm probably just going to keep for myself because it's a little more pink.
Here's a perfect example of how it can look different. This is my Forest Nymph colorway on my fluffy sock base. Beautiful burgundy. And then I made it on DK. Look at the difference. Can you see the difference? Same amount of dye.
Well, I've seen even with Kristen from Bull and Vine Yarns, like when she's on Yarngasm on her podcast, she'll put two next to each other and they'll be the same colorway, but they'll look different on the bases.
Yeah.
So just a little knowledge out there in the universe. There is a curse of the indie yarn dyer.
Or is it a blessing?
Your yarn I think this is a blessing. Yeah, I love
But your yarn is a one of a kind. I guess the hard part comes when you want to use more than one skein for a project.
Yeah, and generally when those happen, like I have a few orders for a few right now that they're making into sweaters, and it's like, hey, we're going to get it as true to as possible. And at those points, you can actually compare, and if it doesn't work, you can dye another one.
Right,
you know?
right.
But I tend to.
It's not on purpose. I just want everybody to know, and I did have a couple people that I worked with this week to get them different yarn so that they were happy, and I don't mind doing that because if I'm misrepresenting in any way, I do want to take care of that.
Yeah.
So feel free to contact me, please.
Please make sure.
So, you have more to show?
No, I was just going to show that this is my Molly Weasley, and you can see it's a little bit more pink. And so these ones I'm actually going to be keeping for myself.
Or skein them up and call them something else.
Maybe.
I have a batch of my Kelpie that came out brighter pink. So I'm going to just post a new listing and call it Bright Kelpie. Oh, so you guys can get the Kelpie or the Bright Kelpie.
Pinky Molly.
Right? Rather than, I don't want to waste the yarn.
Yeah.
I'll just give it,
the thing is I'll use it regardless.
Yeah, some people might like a little bit brighter anyway. So, I have been watching some podcasts this week, some newer ones. Not newer to you, I'm sure. I watched Tanis Fiber Arts, which is, her name I think is Tanis.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she and her husband do a podcast, and they are also yarn dyers, and I think they're on episode 3 or 4. And I can't even tell you what an impact her first episode had on me. Just to hear her journey of yarn dyeing, and she's, how they started and how they were both working jobs and how it morphed into something bigger and some of the decisions that they made. It was very impactful to me. So they were fun to watch. So you should check them out. Are you looking up who you watch?
Yes, I've been watching Amy Edwards Green.
Amy Edwards Green? Isn't she the
she is Stranded.
Yeah, that's another one.
Stranded podcast.
Yeah, the Stranded podcast. She was another one. Loved her podcast, and in fact, I went back to the beginning
and rewatched.
And watched episode 1, and
that is so funny.
She looks so much different now. I mean, you could see her journey and where it's taken her over the last year, and she has had some major life changes that are amazing. Yeah, she's a beautiful person. Just joyful to watch. Just happy.
I've only watched one, and it was yesterday, and I loved it. And so I'm gonna watch more because she's just a lot of fun. I really like her. And then I was watching. Where did it go? I've been watching Nordic Stitches.
Yes,
which we've been in contact, and I really like her.
Yeah,
she's very nice. And then Wool Needles Hands, obviously Taylor, our friend,
best friend ever.
Oh my gosh, I love that girl.
Love Taylor. And then of course all the ones we always watch: Periscoping Sisters. We watch. Grocery Girls,
Yarngasm, Inside 23,
Inside Number 23, Sock Matician, Naughty Knitwits, Knit for Brains.
Yeah.
I know there's more that I watch.
I know there's one I was trying to look up. They're from Canada, and I can't find what they are actually, but I really enjoy them. Yeah, I don't know what they are.
Well, we'll have to.
We'll
include it next week,
yeah.
though.
It might be Tri-Cities Knit Podcast.
That's so funny because that used to be the name of my clinic. Was Tri-City.
I know, Tri-City Medical.
That's funny.
But Tri-Cities Knit Podcast, and I've just been watching them a lot. I really like them. They're from Canada. They're super nice. They're very meticulous about their knitting. They're kind of pro.
Kind of opposite of us.
Yeah,
then.
they're kind of super pro.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of chatter or anything like that. So if you like just knitting, I would check them out. They're really awesome.
So we'll move on to our final segment that we talked about last week, and we are calling it our heavy cream. Now, this is a segment that we talk about things that aren't necessarily knitting related.
Yeah.
And things that maybe just affect our lives.
Yeah. So if you were here for the knitting podcast, we are done, and we will excuse you.
You may be excused
if you want to go. That's totally fine.
Yes.
Because not everyone really wants to know about our lives or our ideas on psychology things or anything like that.
I'm a marriage and family therapist, and Trysten is going to school to become a therapist. And so we are always fascinated by psychology. And I am not your therapist, nor do I claim to be. None of the stuff I say on here is advice in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I recommend that if you have any kind of mental health things that you'd like to address, find a great therapist, and also know that you don't have to stick with one. You can try one, and if it's not a good fit, move on and try a different one. There are so many different therapists. There are social worker therapists. There are marriage and family therapists. There are mental health clinical MCHC. Not what I am, so I don't. Mental. Oh my gosh, what is it? It's a CMHC, clinical mental health. Oh, I found a turtle. Sorry.
I'm thinking
Squirrel.
that's mine.
Yeah, that might be yours. Anyway, there's lots of different people out there. If you require medication for mental health, you can see a psychiatrist or a nurse practitioner psychiatrist, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, be happy, and sometimes you have to be on medication to be happier, to live.
Well, it's not your fault that your body's out of whack sometimes.
No, it's just, and I know you've probably all heard it. If you can't help it if you have depression. You can't help it if you have anxiety or obsessive compulsive disorder. And there are medications, there are medications that can help. And just like with a diabetic, I mean, you don't plan on being a diabetic, but there are medications you have to be on to balance your body. And that's all medication does for mental health disorders, is it helps balance the chemicals in your brain and help you live a more functional life, And, here in Utah, and I'm not saying I'm backing this up with any kind of studies, but word on the street is that we're pretty high in depression in Utah. Yeah. And that what I have seen is that areas that are high in religiosity, so probably Oklahoma, the Bible Belt in the southeast, and Utah we are high in two things: high in depression and high in prescription painkiller addiction,
and also pornography.
Yes. And that's a debatable topic also with whether or not it's an addiction or not. But
yeah.
We won't get into that. Yeah. But we're also, most of those same areas are low in alcoholism, which is fascinating to my brain, because...
That really is.
Yeah. Anyway, that wasn't even the topic we were going to talk about
No,
today.
it wasn't, actually. That's a good intro to it, though.
It is.
From now on.
I guess for us, we aren't your therapists, but anything that we want to help people that may be struggling, or maybe help you understand what may be going on with yourself if you don't know. I know when I went through school, just hearing some of this stuff and going, oh, that makes total sense. This person I know has went through that, or I've been through that, and I didn't know that's what it was.
Like, I can relate. Like, things happening in your life can relate to how you have relationships later on in life. Like, whether or not you have attachment issues, trusting other people. Like, if you self-sabotage yourself in relationships, that can all tie back to things that happened to you in your past.
Things that you may not even remember.
Yeah. Or I know there's things that I don't remember.
Yeah, well, and I think we all have that. Also, many of us are raised in a family that we honestly, as children, think that what we're going through and what our family is like is normal.
Yeah.
And what everybody's family is like. And it's not always true. And I think every family is a little different.
Yeah.
Every family has their own dynamic. And you can still live a happy life in a family that lives dysfunctionally.
Yeah.
You can. And have a good childhood in a dysfunctional family, or I was raised by an alcoholic father. And I didn't know my life was abnormal. I didn't feel like it was abnormal. I remember being very happy, but I do know that now as an adult there are things that have carried over that I recognize as, oh, okay, I might have some abandonment issues in certain areas of my life, or I can see that I have in my life. But the topic actually that we wanted to talk about was one that I personally have not experienced in a heavy way, but it's post-traumatic stress disorder. A little bit, yeah, but not. I'm a therapist, so that's when I was doing my my internship and my supervision for 3 years. The cases that I saw were a lot of PTSD and a lot of women, and they also there were a lot of personality disorders, which would take too long to explain right now.
Yeah,
but
it's another topic.
But it was also a population of people that I so loved working with. Loved it.
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk a little bit about you worked with a lot of girls.
Yeah, I worked with a lot of teenage girls that had different types of PTSD, and it's heartbreaking to hear the stories, but it's interesting to see how that can affect them so much in all these different aspects, like whether a girl had some sexual abuse trauma or some adoption trauma, how much it would affect their relationships with like the other girls in the house and the staff and their parents, like feeling abandoned, so they put the walls up, and then that translates to how they are with the other girls, like wanting them close and pushing their family away. Like it was super interesting to see how they were not even aware, but that's how they learned how to survive.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing about PTSD and trauma in general is you may have suffered trauma and absolutely know that you suffered trauma, but you also may have suffered trauma and not know that it was trauma.
Yeah.
You may not remember it, or it was something that happened that was, like I said, as kids, sometimes we think things are normal. And I don't know how many times, and I won't talk about specific things, but I don't know how many times I've been in with clients and they're telling me about they have a hard time going outside, or they have a hard time crossing a street, and they can't figure out why. They can't figure out why they have panic attacks during certain situations. And then we talk about, we stumble upon things that we realize are the reason and are the cause that they were like, I forgot that even happened to me.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember that it happened to me. And I don't want to talk about specifics, number one, because it's private information, but also because I don't want to trigger anybody out there that may have gone through trauma. But a trauma response is something I can identify in somebody that I don't know. If they're talking about something, if I'm watching interviews on TV and they're talking about something, and I can say that person right now is having a flashback. Like I can see it. And but anyway, coping, being knitters.
Yeah.
Knitting is one of the coping things that I use when I'm suffering from anxiety at times.
That's actually something that I really pride myself on, of teaching all my girls at my old work at the treatment center. I taught the majority of them learned at the end, but how to knit and crochet. And I approached it as like, this is a coping mechanism. Because for me, I know it is. For my ADD, like in school, I'll be knitting. For my anxiety, I also knit to like calm down. But with the girls, it was in relation to like their anxiety was a big one.
Part of PTSD is chaos in your brain. Your brain is on... I'll just tell you a little bit, and if you don't want to watch this, that's totally fine. You can leave and come back next week.
It's okay.
Well, some people...
Those other people already left.
Okay. We call it heavy cream for a reason.
Yeah.
But this made so much sense to me when I was explained about PTSD and what it is. And in the most basic terms, it's something happens to you, and then after a while, your brain, there's a primitive part of our brain that we can't control. It is the deep subconscious where our intuition is, where our instincts lie. if you believe in cavemen, evolution, that's how they survived. That's the part of the brain that animals survive on. That fight or flight center of your brain. And what happens with trauma is that part of your brain kind of says to you, hey, Christy, I couldn't help you before and keep you safe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on high alert, and I'm going to always be looking for danger for you. I'm always going to be looking. So if I hear something that sounds like what happened to you, or smell something, or, if something, a certain song comes on that may sound something like what, I'm going to go on high alert, and that's when you start feeling anxiety.
See, I've never heard it described that way.
Really?
I love that definition.
And if you think about it, what your brain starts to do over time is it's not just a one-time, hey, I'm going to keep you safe. It evolves. It gets worse and worse, and pretty soon you can't function because your brain is saying, the dishes aren't done. You cannot be calm. Your anxiety's got to be at high level till you go do those dishes. So you can't even sit and watch TV. Or, you might hear, or, something outside. You've got leaves that are on the grass, and your brain starts to say, that's danger too. Better go take care of that. And it becomes, you get to a place where it doesn't even make sense. But your brain is working overtime just to keep you feeling safe, so that it won't allow you to get hurt again. It's kind of trying to protect you. So there are some great therapies out there.
But with knitting
can also cause anxiety. It can also be, it can be a stress reliever, because what your brain does, if you think about that, all the things it's telling you is, like, you can't leave your house, Christy, because you could get hit by a car again, or you can't leave your house because something bad could happen. So you end up reining yourself in, and knitting can become that way too. Where I've got to knit this pair of socks right now, or something bad could happen. It's undone. You can't leave things and this is like at the extreme. Yeah.
See, something with like knitting that I was going to be teaching the girls with is called mindfulness.
That's the positive spin.
That's the positive
on
spin
coping.
On it.
Yes.
Because one thing they teach with mindfulness, when you're in those moments of panic, when you're stressing out, when you're getting anxious, like pulling yourself back in and focusing on just like one thing. Like one thing that you can do that we taught the girls is rubbing your hands on your legs. And just feeling and understanding like what you're doing at the moment, really focusing on it, and it pulls you out of that chaos of it. With knitting, if you're like taking the time to actually watch your hands as you're knitting and staying very present in that moment, it helps take you away from all that chaos and helps you calm down.
Yes. Knitting can be, I think it's used more as a stress reliever, and it is a way to kind of focus yourself. And I haven't seen it like cause problems unless you've gotten to the point in your life where you can't leave your house anymore. You can't leave your house because you're so afraid. Your depression and your anxiety is so bad that you can't function in life, and so you become a hermit. Well,
I think we all have moments like that.
Sure.
Especially when you want to finish a project. But that would be the excessive extent of it.
And then there's the opposite. People that suffer trauma, also a lot of them can't stay still. Trauma can also
I had such
ADHD.
a hard time with some of the girls.
Yes.
When we first started.
Constantly going. They can't, there's chaos. They can't organize what they're doing. They can't sit still, and a lot of times it's mistaken for ADHD.
Yeah.
And if they've had a trauma background, I always try to address that first. And it's amazing. I mean, we do, where I worked, we did a thing called EMDR, which is eye movement desensitization and reprocessing.
That is great.
It's amazing.
Especially like borderline and trauma.
Especially trauma, it helps your brain reprocess the traumatic event so that your brain can now make sense of it. And because when you're suffering from PTSD, your brain is basically telling you at all times, you're in danger, you're always in that fight or flight mode. And when you reprocess it through the EMDR, you give your brain a new message. It wasn't your fault, or it's not going to happen again, and it helps you kind of make sense of it. And it's amazing. I've seen patients come in and within 1 to 2 sessions, they're a different person.
Yeah.
They're actually able to sit, be relaxed. Wow, this is a heavy, heavy cream. I hope you're okay with it, though. This is such a big part of my life, mental health.
Yeah.
And I always love it when other podcasters share their mental health stories. But I admire the courage it takes to talk about it, and we've had our own things we've talked about in the past, but we'll leave that for another episode of Heavy Cream. So anyway, we just wanted to leave you with that thought. If you're struggling mental health wise, I'm such an advocate for going and getting help any way you can.
Yeah.
Reaching out to friends, family, letting them know you're struggling and getting help.
Or if you're on the other side of it and you know someone's struggling, just reaching out to them and even just giving them that time. Because it is a sickness and it does take a while to get through. And it's hard, like... I always think of it as like when I had mono, I had to rely on you because that shut down my whole system, and that was really hard for me to personally get through, and I couldn't have gotten through it alone. I mean, I could have, but it would have taken a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And that's really with any sickness. If you don't take care of yourself, if you don't get the antibiotics, if you don't have the people there to support you when you're sick, it takes a lot longer to get through.
Yep.
So just making sure you're reaching out to your loved ones as well.
And us in the knitting community, this is such a tight-knit community that... Tight-knit.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, that was great. That was great. But we want you to know that we understand. We totally understand, that mental health is part of our lives. Yeah. It's been part of, it's been in my family. There's been, addiction and loss and suicide and, different things that we've all had to deal with and traumatic events. But we just want to know we're thinking about you, and I just want to be able to help people in any way that I can. So I hope that just talking about some of these with you, that it's appreciated. If not, then turn it off when we say goodbye before the Heavy Cream segment.
It gets heavy, guys.
I could talk all day about mental health, and
I know, right? We're so passionate about it, though.
I love sharing and hearing from others. So
yeah.
Anyway,
but also make sure that I want to reiterate this because some people, they hear that, oh, you're going into psychology. What does this mean? Can you help me with this? It's like, I personally am not qualified, and you do not want to be getting therapy over YouTube.
No, I mean, it's not something...
So make sure you reach out to people in your area that can help you.
Right. Yeah, because I am a full-fledged licensed therapist, but it would not be ethical for me to try to do therapy with somebody over... Ravelry,
it would be a very big disservice to you.
Yes.
So make sure if you are in that spot that you are not afraid to reach out and get the support that you need.
Yeah. So we will end that segment of Heavy Cream on that note. Just know we're thinking about you all, and we appreciate all that you do for us. We appreciate your support. We do.
We really do.
Yes. So anyway, with that, we'll say goodbye, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks. Make sure you check out all the Ravelry threads and all the cows that are going on.
All the knit-alongs. And we're going to probably, I think we'll have 3 drawings to do next week.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we got 500 subscribers in 2 weeks, that would be cool. And we could totally do that too. So, but we have for my speckled dragon eggs, we got for...
The SS Cal.
And we have for one more. But go check out the Ravelry. Make sure that you're... No, not yet. Oh. Make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube and in our group on Ravelry so that you get all the fun updates. And we'll be posting any more updates throughout the weekend.
Yep.
Like I know you have your yarn. I'm going to be having some new yarn coming as well. So until then,
thank you.
We'll just say goodbye.
We love you all. Bye.
Bye.